Yep, yep. Y'all know what it is. Eagles Way of Boxing. We right at y'all right now. Y'all know what it is, man. Come on in. Let me see. Here we go. Yeah, finally in here. Yep. Just had to adjust that for a second. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, we back up in here, man. Yeah, we back at it. Eagles Way of Boxing. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the stream. Yeah. I'm patient. I'm gonna be just as quiet as you are. We got a few things to talk about, and I don't just want to leave the information out there if I don't have my, certain people in here. I don't want to just leave the information out there because this is vital information, and it's not just vital information because a lot of times we do like a question and answer type of thing. I need to, I have to, be able to ask the question and get some answers back because I don't know a damn thing. So I rely on you guys to know it all. I don't know nothing. Yeah. Let me play this. You guys will. You gonna don't get mad at Eagle. Oh, what the hell is Eagle doing now? I guess I got to do it.
She jumped down. She had high heels. I seen this happen. And her high heels just scraped the hole just like cut with a knife down his back.
And he reached up to get hold of the rope to keep it from choking him. So they let him
Salute to
down
Derek Bailey. I see you out there.
and broke his arms so he couldn't hang on to the rope. They pulled him up again as we went by.
The sidewalk, everybody was kicking, hitting him, and everything else. And there was a Model T Ford Coupe that a woman was standing up there.
Check this
and
out, brother.
They was all going crazy. And she jumped down. She had high heels. I seen this happen. And her high heels just scraped a hole just like cut with a knife down his back.
And he reached up to get hold of the rope to keep.
Yeah, that's just White T or whatever, however you want to say.
You didn't know.
Explaining themselves watching people being lynched. That's not what the show. But that's not what the show was about. Yeah. I, my thing was global. It's like more or less like the weather and stuff. That's what I wanted to ask. It's just like it's crazy, man. I don't know. You got family this close to the areas that I think you got families in Southern California. Talking to Derek Bailey, yeah, that you got family down there, and I don't know if they everything's okay with them, right? Yep, because Derek said he stole that Legacy concert. It's still nothing, man. I was participant, man. I was involved, man. You see me walking around, man. I was catching everybody. That wasn't even the magnitude of the crowd, man. I tried to walk. I started walking back towards the, I just wanted to show everything real quick because I was walking towards like the vendors and stuff like that. I was walking towards the vendors. I wanted to see. I don't know why I put that fried chicken stand up there. I don't know. That was just. It wasn't. It wasn't really on purpose. That was just the first thing that when I was walking, out. It was still more going on. I had to take my ass home though. I got tired of messing around out there. I was, I was being decent. I was being good, man. He said, okay, they were. He said they were there watching. Oh yeah, the people that was out that I was just doing that. That just popped up. I wasn't even looking for that. That just popped up. I said, okay, since I'm doing my show live, I'll just share that too. That they still got some of these people was alive that actually witnessed lynchings and stuff. They still alive. They done lived into their 90s and hundreds and stuff or whatever. Oh, not necessarily. Matter of fact, they don't have to be that old. Because when did lynching stop? I think the last lynching was in 1972 or 5 or something in Montana. That there was like a legal lynching. I'm not 100% sure, but somebody told me that it was. They said that they actually watched it and shit. So it wasn't even that long ago. I mean, people act like it's like time ain't really going nowhere. When you talk about time, it's like no, they try to. Here's an interesting point. And I'm not trying to, take away from my show. We're going to talk about boxing. There's not a whole lot to talk about. So they were saying that they were making every time you see Martin Luther King, they said that they was, they try to show every clip, every little film that they put him in, they try to show it in black and white. And everybody's asking, what was the color back then? Because they know that the Wizard of Oz is like 100 and something years old, right? I'm not sure. I know it's old. I know it's over 100 years old. I know it's old. But they say that the film itself was in color. It was part in black and white, and it was in color too. See? So why is that? But then Martin Luther King is in black and white because it's on the mind. It makes you feel like, oh, that's old. That was black and white. That was old. That's olden days. There's no such thing as olden days. They're starting to find out a lot of things, even about the human genome, about the human body. And a lot of people will argue the fact that you're not even really supposed to die. That they're figuring that out. That you're not supposed to disintegrate, because you don't die. Your body just quits. Your body quits because of the deterioration of the body. That's why your body just quits. It just like, I can't take it no more. I'm just deteriorating, and you're not doing nothing. There's something that you're supposed to do to rejuvenate, but that also happens to most animals. But does it happen to all animals? Do we actually know if all animals die? Do we know that for a fact? Like all tortoises, all whales, do we actually know that they do die? Or do some of them die, or do we know that they all die? Do we know that? So it brings out a lot of interesting questions and stuff. I don't know all the answers. Don't ask me. But I like to present the question, because I always like to present questions so people can open up their own mind and just think, like, you know what? Maybe what they were showing or what they told us wasn't exactly the way that it is. It's something to think about. Because if you're not supposed to just keep living, why do you get poisoned so much? From the time you get on baby formula until the day you actually do die, you've been getting poisoned. Wait a minute. If you done took 60 years, 50 years, 70 years, 80 years, and 90 years of poisoning, you should die. You've been poisoned for that many years. If you slow down and start thinking about it, it makes sense. All I ate was mangoes, like fresh mangoes out of my yard. That's all I ate. I said, forget it. I'm not eating nothing else but just mangoes. Will my body just start deteriorating? Probably not. I'm just saying. And that's why I always try to do as much herbs and stuff like that, because I know my body's fighting against me. It wants to fight against me, like it wants to die. Like everybody's body wants to die because of all the poison in air and everything, water. It's just like, damn, you're getting poisoned all damn day long. That's why a fast is so good for you. Like a fast strengthens you. you get weak, but then you actually get strong. Like, I'm actually getting stronger because your body done burned up all the poison. You know, you go on a fast and then just drink water and herbs and stuff, then you start feeling good. But then eventually your stomach starts getting too empty and then you got to go back to food. I don't know how the longest, I think the longest I've actually went was close to a couple of weeks. And that was back in October. Like a couple of weeks. That's when I was away from you guys for a while because I had, you know, family issues. I had to go take care of some business. Yep. He said stalking that chick in the white shorts. No. Yep. Yeah. Lived a long, healthy life. Yeah, we used to. But now straight poison, brother. No, I'm gonna tell you no, I don't. She wasn't in there. I was kind of slow, brother. I'm telling you, I was slow because I was there for it. I had a cause. I was there because my friend, they was having a celebration. And she invited me. She wanted me to be there, so I went there. I was more there for that. Matter of fact, I was out messing around shopping. I went and got myself this kalimba and stuff. This guy, it was a good sale on it, so I went and got that. Plus, it's African, but it has the turtle on back. So I went and got this, but I was in the area, so I got to hear her. She was singing, and she was like, "You wasn't over here." I said, "Yeah." I said, "I heard you though." I said, "I heard the." She said, "Did you hear the last song over there?" I said, "Yeah, I heard the last song." She said, "I said I heard it." She said, "You was there?" I said, "No." I said, "I heard the song." She said, "Who was singing?" I said, "You." Good thing I knew that shit, huh? I know her voice. I said, "You was singing." But I was shopping around. But I wouldn't got this. I have one, but this one sounds a little different. I like this one. I just love kalimbas. Yeah, so I like kalimbas. I had to get used to this one here. You guys know Eagle. I'm gonna try to do everything I can do, man. I'm trying to succeed. I'm trying to rise above all these things that we have to deal with, man. It's just the thing is, to be honest, it's cooperation. God dang, man, I can almost swear to you. It seems like there's way more agents that live on this earth than it is people that want to do the righteous things. That's just my thought, man. I'm sorry, it's just that way. And I don't like to feel that way, but that's just the way I feel. I just feel like it's just so many more agents than what we feel it is. Even within our own families. It's like, damn, I was born with a bunch of agents. What happens? Did somebody get to them early in life or something? To establish this? To keep them from, wanting to just be like separate? Like, we got to do our own thing. We tried all this being together, and it's like, it's just not working out, brother. I see you D-Ray Promotions out there. Salute, brother. Don't you come in here starting no shit. But you're right, Derek. They didn't stop. All that lynching and shit, they still could do it. They do it on the DL and stuff. And then plus we don't know where everybody's at. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take it one trip further for you guys. Is that we don't even understand. We do not know all the cities and towns in the United States. Just because they have things on the map, don't mean they don't have things off the map. See, that's our whole trust system. We trust that a map and a GPS is going to show us everything that's there. Nope. It might be towns where it's not even mentioned. Check out that documentary. I think it's a documentary called Cotton Picking Truth. They still had slaves all the way up into the 70s, 80s, 90s, maybe up into 2000. They still might have them somewhere that they still don't know, that they still oppressing them. It's just horrible for us to even just go on and carry on and nobody ever explores. Like, if I explore, I'm going to take a whole carload of people with me that I know that can handle some business. No, let's go check out small towns. Let's just drive out in the area and just walk around. Let's check it out. Just check out some of these little small towns. Just, explore. I've done this I do this on my own. But around where I live at, I don't find stuff like that. But I've actually found stuff like, I found kind of secret places where people go to get like stuff that made, apple juice and apple pies. I told y'all about that, where it's like freshly pressed apples and freshly made pies, like right there, you watching them. I'm like, hey, this place they don't even mention this on the news or nothing like that. Fresh produce and all that. I urge you guys to, don't be so stubborn. If somebody can get you over to a farmer's market, go to a farmer's market where people grow stuff themselves. Start, cleaning your body up with produce that, good produce, and try to stay away from most of the hybrids. A lot of hybrids are better, like for the outside of the body, like aloe vera and stuff like that. Aloe vera is a hybrid. People swear by it, but they drinking it, and it's not good. It's not good from the inside, but it might be good for the outside. Like a lot of the hybrid stuff is good for the outside of your body, but it's not good to be it's not good internally. Just saying. So just take that in consideration. Even if you don't consider ego that much, just take that in consideration. But welcome back to D-Ray Promotions. Yeah, that was. I didn't do a whole lot of taping out there, Derek. I did some more of. Actually, there was a song that was dedicated to my friend's father, and I did video that. But then I saw her face after the performance, and she's like, he really messed up my father's song. It's like, wow, okay, so I didn't even send that one to her. I killed it. So what I want to do is, I just want to talk to her and say, ask her if there's something else she wants to do. If she wants to do something else, like maybe she just wants to, do a dedication herself or something like that. And, I help her out with it, the best I can, film or whatever I can do, But it was nice out there though, man. Oh, but back to what I was going to say, Derek. Yeah, that's not, if I didn't have that in my mind, what I was there for, then yeah, there was actually little brown skinned cutie that she had on some little short tights, like shorts. She had a nice little fit on. With a little ruffle at the bottom of it, like a little mini. It's like a mini skirt, but it's like a tunic or something. But yeah, she was all in. She was in my space, man. And then I ran into her again when I went over to see Lettucey. I ran into her again. She was just smiling and stuff. I'm like, I gotta let me just take care. Let me just do what I gotta do. But that was my mistake, because it was actually happening. She wanted me to say something, but I was just being cool. And I said, sometimes we're cool when we shouldn't be cool. Yeah. When we shouldn't be cool. We're gonna get to AB though. I see y'all keep putting the AB up there. Yeah, AB. And we'll talk about that whole thing. We kind of talked about it before. But you're right, brother. They didn't stop. But D-Ray Promotion said, Ego, he said, what it do? AB almost boxers, yeah. Hey, that's Derek. That's y'all's people. AB is you guys' people. Don't put that on Eagle. Because Derek and them will not let me celebrate Broner no more. I can't celebrate them. They kicked me off the Broner squad, so I'm good. D-Ray Promotion say, by any means necessary. He said, peace and blessings to Derek Bailey. He got that basketball up there. Derek Bailey said, right? Yep. That's what it is, brother. See, I saw a video where this woman went missing, and the reason she survived was because of her fasting. Her body was used to going periods without food. Man, okay, so I'm going to stop right there, brother, with you. And that's what I just said. And matter of fact, I think I brought that up on one of the shows before. I told you guys, get used to going on fast, man. Get used to not eating sometimes. Man, look at all these. I'm gonna end up getting a strike. But they got videos out, man. You guys look at different forums to find some of these videos. Food being thrown away, milk being dumped, stuff like that. Just start looking that up and you'll see. I mean, they got rid of, there was some place, like I told you guys, overseas somewhere, where they had just got rid of all the avocados. They had like a whole, it's like 50 square yards of nothing but avocados. That's a lot of damn avocados just laying out there to rot. Now, who does that? Wow. I mean, who does that? Who in the hell does that? And why? But we got all these serious weather systems just messed up. Lake Mead then dried almost completely up, and now all of a sudden, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. In my opinion, that water was taken out of there. They got some underground tunnels or some shit, and they let that water out of there. And believe me, they do have underground tunnels in the United States anyway. If you guys don't know about it, they got underground tunnels. They got whole highways underground that we don't know anything about. Highways with all kinds of storage. Who's that storage for? Who's that storage of all that foods and stuff? Who's that for? Who's all that food and stuff for? They just doing what they want to, brother. That's why it's good. Like if I tell you guys, even if you grow two things, one or two things, so you pick out a certain spice, a seasoning that you want to grow, like say for instance basil. I like to grow basil. I grow thyme. But take one. And then if you got a good neighbor that's pretty cool, tell them, hey, won't y'all grow this? I'm going to grow this, y'all grow that. And we just share it throughout the year. And you let some of it mature so you can get seeds. Just grow one spice, one vegetable, one something. Even no matter where you're at, don't matter. You don't have to have a house. Just all you need is a pot. And just grow it. And y'all share. If everybody was to do that, man, y'all probably wouldn't even have to shop for vegetables, to be honest. If your whole neighborhood was doing that. I mean, you got at least 2 friends that you're close with. At least. I mean, we might not have that many friends. Like, I got my neighbor and stuff that I'm close with. So I'm like, I tell her, why don't you grow this? I'll grow these, you grow that. Or even if they don't, I still give them my share. I say, hey, I got too much of this basil. I can eat basil every day, all day long. It's probably one of the best things for you, brother, fresh basil. Yep. But I'll share it. Let me see what else y'all got. But yeah, you have to explore, man. Look at stuff. You gotta look at stuff. And I know you guys are good at that. You guys are good at like checking out shit. Like, I don't believe that shit. See, the one thing I like about the people that come in here is everybody that comes in here is not just all like, oh, I believe it. We're not believers like right away. No, I got to check. I got to do some more. I got to look at it. But we're not talking about, oh, let me research that. That's bullshit. You ain't got to research certain shit, Just let me check it out. You ain't got to research shit. Just look for it. Just look for it. Look a couple of sources. You'll see. Yep. You'll find out. But Derek Beatty says, salute at D Ray Promotions. Yeah, but that fasting thing, man, that's really, really important, brother. It's really important to just get used to it. Just take a couple of days off from eating. Just drink water or something. And if you can, just go a couple of days, don't drink or don't eat. But right into your fast, like if you go 3 days, like I would say maybe a third or fourth day, then don't do nothing. Just do water. Your body starts to repair itself after, like, I think 18 hours. After 18 hours of not eating, your body starts taking care of itself. Like me, I get headaches when my first day or two fasting, I get a headache. If I do that, sometimes I can't finish. I say, I just got to do it again when I don't get the headache. But once that's over with, and I say, once you get deep into a fast, like you get 6-7 days, it's nothing now. It's nothing. You kind of feel like, I want to eat, but then you don't know what to eat or nothing. You just don't feel it. But anyway, D-Ray said, is asking if EJ and Pac still, he says swimming from the fight, starting something. Yeah, of course. Don't start no shit. And don't bring up Pac. PAC don't exist no more right now. It's because what it is, see, PAC is just, he's a politician. Just let him be a politician. Yep. But Derek says, he said, yeah, there was a site I knew in New Jersey. He said, and they sold vegetables and non-pasteurized milk. It was hard to, getting in. But the government kept trying to shut them down. Yeah, of course. Because even though we shouldn't really have milk, raw milk is better for you than anything. It turns as poisonous. It even turns poisonous when you start messing with it, when you start heating it up. Because then it changes the whole chemical makeup of the milk, and then it makes it easier, to store and keep. You can keep milk forever in the refrigerator. You can keep milk like a whole month in the refrigerator. You shouldn't be able to keep it. Because even some moms, they get milk for their kids. They either had to freeze it or put it in the refrigerator maybe a couple of days. You can't leave it in there and give it to the baby because it's no good. It's supposed to break down because it's supposed to be either used or break down. That's like fruit. If fruit falls on the ground, if you don't pick it up and start using it, it starts breaking down. Yeah. Yeah. D-Ray Promotions say asking for the fans. Yeah. Yeah. AB pulled out the fight. Yeah. So we're gonna talk about AB, and we're gonna talk about that whole issue again, that whole mental thing. And see, all you new fighters, all you young fighters, what you're doing is you're helping my case that you guys are not the right stuff. You guys aren't built like they was built before. And we'll talk about that in depth, Derek, a little bit. We'll talk about the stresses, what happens now versus what happened then. So we'd stop it. Who the chick in the white shorts? Look at Derek guys. He said, who's that chick in the white shorts? There's too many of them in there, man. I don't even know, brother. The one with I don't know. I forgot who I was talking to. I was talking to somebody. Somebody I had distracted. But I don't even want to say it, but I do want to say it though. That one with that blue dress on. Are you kidding me? But the one I was telling you about, the one that's not on camera. Oh, she might be, man. I might look back. She might be on there. You'll see she got on brown tights, but you'll see. Her hair comes down to like her shoulders. She got like wavy hair, like dark brown hair. She's definitely a DIME for sure. 100% for sure. They was out there in the thousands, you know what I mean? You can't even see all of them when you're looking at the video, you can't see all of them. Because I was holding the video up, but you can't see. You see how far away I was from the stage? And then plus there was people, that's only one stage. There was people that was in back of me at another stage that just went to close down. And then now these people are starting to walk forward, and then a lot of people had left. It wasn't no walking room at first. That's because it was getting later, and a lot of people seen their favorite artist. Yeah, but I had to see. Yeah, I was staying there for Lettucey. Yeah, Lettucey. Yeah, Lettucey. She turned it. Yeah, Lettucey turned up, and it was a sister right before her that really turned up. She was nice. Let me see if I can find out what her name is. Eagle got his stuff right here. Like, yeah, what's up? So Lettucey, Stanley Clark. I think she must have been up there. The other girl must have been up there with Stanley Clark or something. But let me see. Tribal Gold. What's her name? Yeah, but she was definitely getting down though. Omar, let me see. Takuya. No, that's not her. I'll find out. Yeah, but it was nice, man. See, that is I forgot. I thought it was gonna be the week after. But this is just some of the artists right there. Just gonna show you. Can't read it. I'm not gonna let you read, but yeah, some of the artists right there, man. It was nice, brother. It'd have been nice, man. Hey, maybe we should have planned that shit out, man. Instead of the fishing trip, y'all should have came over. Y'all would have been closer to me, man. Hey, we'd have booked one of them hotels or something like that. Just have fun, just walk. Hey, ain't no telling what kind of mischief we could have got into. We could have got into some mischief. I'm not a mischievous guy, but we damn sure could have got into some. I see my brother out there, D-Lo 404 is in the house, y'all. Yep. Yep. I said D, not B. I said D-I-M-E. But yeah, we're gonna talk about this whole thing with these little. Come on, stop it. The mental thing. Derek got his mind set on somebody. Derek said, "Yeah, the girl with the white shorts on. That's what I'm talking about. Who was that?" I don't know, man. She's some girl out of D.C., man. I don't know. No, I don't know. Derek said the man has mental health issues. Yeah, he said little brown skin had a nice what? The owner. Hey, everything. It was she had a nice package, man. I just don't want to say, I don't want to seem like I'm being some kind of chauvinist or whatever, all kinds of terms they give you now. It's not a body shamer. What is it? I don't even know. They got terms for shit like that now. You can't you can't tell somebody. You can't compliment girls without being a stalker or some shit now. You can't just, "Oh, you look good, girl." I will, because that's just me. They just got to think, "Hey, I ain't trying to be funny or nothing like that." You got to tell them, I'm at a point in my life where I can say what I need to say. I don't be tripping like some people are like, "Oh, this girl, he's stalking me or something." Ain't nobody stalking you. And I guarantee you, man, I'm not even no young cat. I'm not no 20-year-old dude, man. I get stalked way more than any girl around me gets stalked. I get stalked way more. 100%. And matter of fact, if y'all don't believe me, I can get my neighbor, and y'all listen to my neighbor. She'll tell you. She's like, "Yep, they be getting stalked." Because sometimes she's actually with me. She's been with me a couple of times. Yeah, but I like brown. I don't know, I like brown. I like brown. I like different shades. My shade of brown is actually, my favorite shade of brown is brown. Like real bottle brown, like that. That's my favorite shade of brown, to be honest. I love it. But it depends on what the package is too. Not just the brown, but I like that. That's just like real brown. I love it. Sorry. But any shade, I don't discriminate. You could be a lighter brown, darker brown, don't matter. But Derek said, yeah, good fresh food, and they will arrest you and try to get the food. Yeah, I was just talking to people yesterday. I said, you know what? I hope you guys can keep doing this market. I said, because the way that this government is right now, ain't no telling what they'll do. They said, oh yeah, it's been going. Some girl tried to remind me, oh, we've been doing this for like 15, 20 years. I'm like, man, I haven't been going there for 15, 20 years, but because I haven't lived there, but I'm like, oh, okay. I just don't like when people get like, see, when you get complacent, when you just get used to being able to do shit, then you'll never be able to adapt. Those are the people that can't make it because they get used to shit. Like right now, you're used to fresh water, right? You're used to going and taking a shower. Now, what if you couldn't take a shower for a week? Can you handle it? I mean, Derek could because Derek was in the service, but could most people handle? I can't. Yeah. Do they know how to make something portable, or if they stop giving you fresh water, how you gonna make it? Stop giving you fresh food? Well, you haven't never been getting fresh food anyway. You got to go to the farmer's market or something to go get your fresh food because they don't care about you having fresh food, all mass produced or something. You go to farmer's market, everything is in boxes, like just, this cardboard boxes. And they're taking it out of there. No plastic, no expiration dates, none of that. That's a big difference. But then again, there's also, with them, you got to be careful too, because all of it is not organic. Some of it might be that GMO shit. I went and bought 3 crates of strawberries. I washed them off and they started disintegrating. I ended up with like a couple good ones, and matter of fact, I made like a dessert with it and ended up throwing them all out. Like, I don't even like it. Like, I don't know what y'all was trying to feed me. Like, that shit's out of there. Yep. Everybody says there's a documentary on that. Yep. And America does that. Yep, that's what America does. They're so full of shit. But like I said, you guys got to stop. What you guys got to do is you got to stop getting used to shit all the time like they owe you something. Stop getting used to everything that if they say something, don't just, oh yeah, from now on. Like, I have friends that was getting excited about stimulus checks. I said, man, stop that shit.
Unknown caller.
And then on top of that, they'll come and get you. This damn phone all loud. That's my other phone. My other phone doesn't. See, one phone I can block it. This phone here just has to ring. Sorry about that, y'all. Yeah, but don't just get used to shit. Don't just get used to absolutely nothing. Because think about how many things have they taken away from us? They take every damn thing away. They give you something and then they act like they God. They give you something and then they just take it away. The DDs on the street, I have to say it that way. Derek Bailey, you guys got to understand, okay? I have to say it like that because the DDs on the street used to have this thing called a phone booth. Some of y'all not even old enough to remember what a phone booth is. They only got them. They only have a few left in the whole United States besides prison and jail. They don't have them. But you used to be able to drop a dime and get on the phone booth. Now, I'm not saying they don't have them nowhere else in the world. They don't have them here. I remember I was overseas, they had them. I'm like, oh shit, that's cool. It's funny to listen to an operator that's from a whole different continent to try to talk to you or whatever. It's kind of funny. You have to learn different languages to know how much time you spending on that phone. Yeah, but I used to call home, man, and that shit is expensive in one of those booths. I remember I was over in Europe, man. They had these giant coins and shit. They had like $5 coins. I used to put in $5 coins, and I used to put like 4 of them in there. 4 $5 coins, and you're only going to talk 5 minutes, 4 minutes, and you got to load that shit back up. You got to have a whole handful, a pocket full of those coins when you call home. But anyway, I digress a little bit. So the DDs used to use it all the time, but that was something that they took that from us. Why did they? You got to think about it, man. Was it really practical? I know a lot of them used to get vandalized, but was it really practical to take pay phones out? Is that something that was really practical? Could today, could payphones make money? And will somebody bring it back? Could payphones actually make money? And I think payphones could make a lot of money. A payphone. Because you got to think about it now. You got credit cards and everything else. You can make that phone capable of taking credit cards and everything else. A payphone would pay a lot of money right now. A lot of people don't even like to be using a cell phone. Your cell phone go dead, what you do? Oh, I ain't got no charge. I ain't got no access to a charger. Shit, there's a payphone right there. Just saying. Y'all don't be forget. Y'all, Derek, y'all funny though. Y'all don't forget nothing I say. D-Ray Promotions. I'm still looking at that. I keep seeing that LIL brown skin. Yeah. Y'all try to catch Eagle. Like, yeah, I know Eagle. Eagle be out there. Yeah, Eagle he don't play when he out there. Let him get out in public. No. Believe me, I was getting held up, man. I was getting looked up and down and getting held up. This dude, the girl was talking to me. Her brother came and got her. And I wasn't even really saying that. She was doing all the talking and looking. She said, oh, that's my brother over there. She said, here he come. He just came and grabbed her. And then I ended up seeing her out on the street. I'm like, what you doing out on the street? I said, you waiting on your brother? She ended up on the street. Like, he didn't even take her. I mean, he's a gentleman. I guess he went to go get the car. Well, I'm like, I couldn't talk to her, but you had to take her away. I could have been talking to her over here, but you leave her out on the street. Stop. Yep. Derek said they was finding bodies everywhere. Yeah, in Lake Mead. And I don't know. I got to check the map. I don't even know if it has water in it yet. It might have water in it again. But that's crazy to see a lake that turned into a desert. But if you look it up, One of the biggest freshwater lake that was over here west of the Mississippi was called Lake Tulare. And Lake Tulare is where a lot of brown skins, that was the original natives. Now, for me, I'll argue with anybody. I think those natives have all but disappeared, and there's a whole new group of natives over there now. But that was like it was like a serious ecosystem over there. It was actually west. So you're looking at marshlands. Think about it, marshlands. So people look at the geographic from coast to coast, and you think it's one way, but it's not that way. It's that way now, but it wasn't always that way. So Lake Tulare was like I said, the biggest freshwater west of the Mississippi. And some guy comes in late 1800s, early 1900s, and he looks at the potential for farming over there. So more or less has the lake dammed up, and then eventually, this ends up sending the water underground to irrigate farmland. And so that whole area turned from an ecosystem to where it was a marshland with fishing and, this hunting and all that. It turned from that into farmland. Farmland didn't even need, because they had all the wild vegetables and stuff in nature anyway. That's how you're supposed to eat. You won't eat as much. If you're eating wild vegetables, you're not going to eat as much as you eat this domestic vegetables. You don't need it because you got the nutrients. Okay, but I'm like, so let's just keep going. So anyway, y'all can check that out. Whatever happened to Lake Tulare? Toulure. Y'all look that up. Yep. Derek Bay said, of course they do. He said, I meant to send you a video on that. Deep down in the earth too. Yep. Yeah, they got roads and shit. I don't know how far down the roads. The roads might be like a half a mile underground, where they tricking us. We all up here living in pollution and shit. They got light down there, probably got forest down there, trees and shit growing, highways, and only certain truckers and stuff get to go through there. Everybody don't get. You can't drive underground from coast to coast. That's just all linked up. Colorado, all that shit's linked up. Illinois, all that stuff's linked up underground. You best believe the roads are pristine too. No pollution on them, no trash, none of that shit. Ventilation systems. You gotta look close up on these mountains. That's where you catch them and find them. That's how I found one online. I found one online because of looking at the mountain. They zoomed in and you can see trucks and stuff going into the mountain. And now they're getting so bold is where they're showing you, and you probably can search it and find, highways underground in the U.S. You probably can find it. Because they're allowing all kinds of information out. You know why they're allowing so much information out? Is because they know that they have not necessarily everybody in here, so don't get offensive, like, oh, not me. But they got everybody so stuck on the on bitch assness. I wanted to say that because D-Lo's in here. They got everybody stuck on bitch assness that our thought process is being controlled. So they can tell us anything they want to. Oh, it's okay. I guess they can have underground. See, that's the attitude. Okay, I guess they can have underground roads. It's okay. Because the government knows what's best. That's what you're saying. Now, why would your dumb ass say that? They know what's best. What you mean they know what's best? Underground roads. For what? Why you need underground roads? Are there any tolls there? Just think about how wonderful an underground road is. Do you have to use air conditioning? No. You might use a little bit of heat. You don't have to use nothing, right? Is the wind going to be different down there? Yep. You get better gas mileage. Are you going to get rained on? No. Are you going to get sun glare? No. Who's those roads for, brother? Just saying. Damn. But if you guys ever got something to send me, man, I'm an information type of person, man. Just let me know you send it. I'll check the email. But Derek, I like to have my, just send me my clip. And plus, you follow me on other stuff too. I don't have much on IG. I was trying, like that one clip I sent. I'm gonna send you the other part. This is what I was trying to say something, But a lot of times if I say something to my family, if I say something to friends, then I seem like I'm abrasive because I'm just direct. Say, Eagle, you too raw on people. Okay, so that clip that I had on my IG, that was, the brother was speaking for me. The things that he was saying, even though it got cut short, I got the longer version. I'll send it to you. I don't know if I sent it to you or not, but I'll send it to you. But that's just, you know what it's saying. It's just saying that people full of, you know what? That's more or less what it's saying. Is it the people, they'll act like, oh yeah, hit me up. But they don't mean it. They don't want nothing to do with you. They only want something when they want something. Like right now, I got a lot of family members like that. If they want something, it's cool. If you want something, they won't talk to you. They owe you money, they won't talk to you. But if they want something, they're right there. I'll throw them out there. I don't care. Yeah. Yeah. But Derek, again, he said, I don't know. Yeah, I'm kind of behind. I'm catching up. Don't worry, I'm going to catch up. We're going to get on, man. You guys already know. You guys got your thoughts going, then just right. We're going to get it done. You know, as long as you got your thoughts going, we're gonna get to the boxing. It don't take long. How long does it take to talk about A, B, and them? I could wrap that shit up in 5 minutes. We can talk about it for an hour, or we can talk about it for 5 minutes. Still get the same content out. You know what I mean? Yeah, but Derek said, I don't know how black people can be believers when you can look at history. Right. Today, and still. And matter of fact, the bomber bought that shit out. Y'all hold on 1 second. I gotta grab something real quick. Yeah, but the bomber, he bought that shit out and was trying to let everybody know. Yeah, the Browns bomber, he was trying to let everybody know. He said till this day. He even had to put Radio Raheem in check. He said, y'all know what, he said, you know what it is. Till this day. And I'm gonna tell you the main reason is like that is because they're not claiming a nation. If you claim a nation, then they have to respect you. So even if you call yourself African American, where you from in Africa, at least claim your nation and stuff like that. And then at least if you claim a nation, then get your gathering of people. See, my nation involves, I invite everybody. You just gotta tell them this is your nation. This is your nation. It's a forgotten nation. And see, this is the only thing. See, a lot of people don't understand their psychology. When you tell somebody it's a forgotten nation, think about it. Instead of you being black or African American, give yourself a nation and tell them it's a forgotten nation. Those people, they love to explore and they like to try to figure stuff out. Oh, the forgotten nation? They get like this when you talk about a forgotten nation. Huh? Forgotten? Yes. And then you start explaining. And you make their head start dropping down like, That's what you want. See? Because once you get that head dropping down, then they're going to pay more attention. As long as you got them in this posture where they proudful, then you ain't going to get nowhere. You ain't getting shit. As long as they proud for what. As long as they can come back with some kind of objection, you're finished. But as long as you got them sinking down, feeling low, not real low. Don't destroy them, but you want them to feel like, yeah, you're right. I never thought about that. When you got them saying stuff like, I never thought about it like that, then you're winning. If you got them saying, but this and that, then you're not gonna win. As long as you got them saying that it's a perspective, I never thought about that, we got to correct that. If you got them saying, if they use terms like they got to correct, that's when you shut up. See, people don't know how to debate and don't know how to talk. When somebody said they're going to correct it, yeah, but so we need to work on that too. I know you said that you need to correct it, but what do you think is the best course of action to take in order to correct it? See, that's when you got to stop. That's why you got 2 ears. You listen better. So when they say correction, then you right away you stop. So no matter what else you had to add, leave that shit alone until we get to this correction. See? Because how long does it take to correct something when you do something wrong? How long does it take to correct it? See? And that's the whole thing, is everybody wants the narrative. Everybody wants to be such a scholar that they want everything to be so right that they can't shut the hell up. When you about to get paid, how much you need for it? When somebody asks you how much you need for it, you should already have a price. You feel me? Don't think of a price on, I don't know, maybe 400 when you could have got, 4,000. Stupid. You supposed to be, see, what should be your question? If somebody asks you how much, if somebody asks you how much you need for it, Derek, what do you answer? I'm going to give this to you guys because this is a serious topic right here. If somebody asks you how much you need for it, what do you tell them? And nothing you can give me is wrong, but I'm going to give you my side. I'm going to give you what you should say. You might get it, but I'm not going to say you're wrong, so don't get mad. Or you're not going to get mad, but don't, Yeah. Yeah, history damn sure repeats itself, though, brother. It just repeat all the time, D-Ray. All the time. Always repeating. Yep. Derek said, I get a headache 2 days in. Oh, okay. And then I lower my activities and ramp up on the water. Maybe eat some fruit. Yeah, but see, the thing is, you can get past your 2 days. Is when you go into it, make sure you have proper rest. And then make sure before you go into it that your last meal was like a real clean, good meal. It was late. A pretty late meal. Because that first day, you'll be okay. And then the second day, if you did get a headache, it's going to be earlier in the morning and you can work it out. The one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to get a headache when you got to go to sleep. It's going to be a miserable sleep, and that's going to make your third day of fasting really horrible. It's going to make it horrible. Yeah, but once you get past that 3, 4, 5, then you're good. You can keep going. You don't have to, but you can. I would like to do it just to see how long I actually can go without, like, fainting. Yep. Yep. But D-Ray said I meant a PBC, not Pac-Man. Oh, okay, PBC. Yeah. I'm like, Pac. I said, leave Pac alone. Yeah, D-Ray said the Similac. Yeah. But D-Lo's in here. He said salute to all. I got to go back up. This thing is starting to... Why is it running? Damn, I'm way behind. Yeah, I'm catching up, y'all. Y'all keep writing. Don't worry about it. We'll do a whole show with me just reading off shit. Because I got to catch. Somebody come in, y'all let me know. Let me see. Let me go all the way down to the bottom first. Okay, this D-Lo. Okay, let me go back up here. Yep. But D-Lo said, Derek Brady said salute to D-Lo 404. Yep. D-Lo got the thumbs up. He said he hit that thumbs up on his brother. Yeah. Yeah. And D-I-M-E. Yeah, I said that twice. 3 times. Not B-I-M-E. Yeah, I said dime. That dime piece, brother. I got to go back and look at myself. I got to go back and look at my video myself just to see if because I might have had her in there. If I do have her in there, she's probably going to be like 15 feet away from me. 10, 15 feet. And closer towards that first canopy you seen. Not the main stage, because I really didn't take a picture of the main stage. I kind of zoomed in. But that was so far away, man. That was way, way up there. From the main stage, I'm probably 75 yards away from that or more. Yeah, I'm quite a ways from that. From being all the way up to the front. I wasn't going to go up there and get trampled. I don't like to be that close up on people like that. Something breaks, you never know when something's going to kick off. I was in there where the real people's at, where we was kind of spread out. In this case, something popped off. We like right there where we can get the hell up out. You always got to be there, man. Don't get too comfortable going to places like that where you think that you cool. Nah, anything can pop off. You like, oh shit, I got to get the hell out. You got to always be somewhere where you got to get up out. It was fun though. I love the feeling of, of celebration especially in the summer, man. It feels so good when you celebrate in the summer and everything just going smooth, it's peaceful, and that kind of music, nice music. Not the rap where if it was rap, you had to be looking around, but it was jazz and, R&B and jazz and shit. It was nice. Believe me, it was nice. And I already got plans. If I do that shit again, I'm going to set that shit up. I'm going to do it a different way. I'm going to do it in a way where I can't even show y'all. Like, nah, Eagle can't show us. Look at Derek. I saw you headed towards the chicken wing shack at the end of the video, Eagle. Eagle ate all the yard bird up. No. I told y'all, I explained that before. When I got on, I explained to y'all why I put that on there. I just happened to be just some of the things I wanted to show you. I didn't want to narrate. I wanted to still have some music And that's why when I ended it, I was right there by those those giraffes. It was a lot of African stuff out there, brother. They had like about 20 different booths, or maybe more than that. It was a lot. Then of course, certain other people had their asses there, Korean food. I'm like, what's Korean people doing out here, huh? They ain't got shit to do with no jazz. It should have been nothing but whoever had something to do with jazz would have been the native people and the so-called African American people. That's the only booth that should have been out there. Sorry, Africans shouldn't even been out there. Y'all, nah. Should have been brown skinned folks from America. Should have had like the soul food out there, the native food out there, and like that, the native wear and the so-called African American wear, black wear, whatever. That's what should have been out there. Sorry, I always get upset when I see stuff like that. Cause we don't get to go to your festivals. If you doing some Korean thing, we don't get to bring our booths out there. Nah, we ain't gonna have that. See, it's a double standard, man. Whether you want to believe or not. Oh, Eagles rattling off on some shit. I'm telling you. Derek Bay said Legacy can sing too. Yeah, she can sing. Yep. Derek Bay said, yeah, I would have stole the concert with you. Yeah, man, I was invited for a certain reason, Derek. I had to behave. Hey, as long as I look a certain way, and people appreciate me, I don't give a shit. If a girl gonna appreciate me, I'm gonna appreciate them. It's simple as that. I'm sorry, man. Some people get washed up. Some people washed up at 35, 40. You know what I mean? Some people, they washed up. And if you're not washed up, you still got to, hey, whatever you capable of doing, that's what you do. But whether somebody going to hate or not. So it don't matter. And D-Lo said, he said, I'm too old to do. He said he can't go against, he can't be doing his mischievous behaviors out there. He said decrepit. Nah, brother, I saw you on film. Stop it. You still a young man, please. You still got the smooth skin and all that, man. Stop. And plus, there's just so many girls out there. When you go to stuff like that, man, everybody, I mean, believe me, the pickings, I'm just telling you, man, it's just, when you put a whole lot of guys, if you take 50 guys, and you take 50 girls, like beautiful girls, and you just take 50 guys, there's only, and you ask the girls to pick out any potential guys that you would date. When they put that list in, out of that 50 guys, it's only gonna be like probably five of them. That's gonna be 10% of them guys that got chosen. If you start doing the highest numbers, if you, like, say for instance, you take out of the 50 girls, you're gonna take the number, anybody with numbers higher than 3. Or actually 3, that's a good number anyway. Like, anything higher than 3. Let's see if you're on that list. If you're on that list, you're good. Just saying. D-Ray crying. He said 404. He cried. Derek Bay said, have you heard of the girl, Dakota White? She is the fastest kid in the nation. She's 7. I think I seen her blowing somebody out. Yeah. Was she ran that curve or whatever, or just that straight? There's a bunch of them out there right now. Derek Bay says, is that right at D-Lo 404? Derek says, what is a phone booth, Eagle? That's just a phone. It's a phone that they used to have on the corner on the block, man. I don't know, Derek acting like he 18 or something. I don't know, brother. They not that old. They were still out. They still had them in 2000. The last phone booth in America, they probably got a few left, but they were the last one they had. They used to have them at airports. It's just a phone, man. Don't play with me, man. Using the service, you know what the hell a phone booth is, man. Derek messing with y'all. Don't. I just answer Derek because Derek tries to be a problem all the time. I just answer him anyway. Yeah, it's a phone where you just put payment in. You pay with coins, like quarters and dimes, nickels, no pennies. Shit, even the phone booth used to discriminate. Nah, let me throw no pennies up in here. Derek said, yeah, I think so. He said landline. He can work in areas, a payphone wouldn't. Yeah, but that's what they are, a landline though. They're not cellular. Shit, you ain't gonna get cut off on one of them. So I still lose signal on my phone. And they all the way up to 5G now. 5G is the power to fry your ass. And like I said, all these towers up there, it's like we're sitting inside of a giant microwave. And they can crank that shit up at any time. Better surround your house with the plants. They have certain plants. I think the snake plant is one plant. They got certain plants that block all the radiation. That people don't know that. They got certain cactus you can have in your house, around your house, that blocks the radiation. Naturally. You got plants that try to save your life. You don't have to, encase your whole house in lead and shit. Or wire mesh. You can get plants. Yep. So the plants protect you, brother. Derek said they was finding bodies in barrels. Yeah. I just seen something on the internet right now where somebody found, the police were going by, they was screaming at them. There was a hand floating in the water. I'm like, a hand, really? These people still. See, you criminals are cowards. And why? That's because you're criminals. You're not somebody who just made a mistake. You're criminals. That's what you do. All you do, you kill and you do all this foul shit. But you're not tough. You're weak. And just evil. Just because you're evil don't mean that you're not weak. You're weak as hell. I didn't grow up like that. I grew up with, if people did crimes, they'd just be waiting on the police. Like, yeah, I did what I had to do. But y'all not like that. Y'all trying to hide evidence and shit. Let me throw the gun out in the river and the ocean and shit. They eventually, when rivers dry up, or you see what happened with Lake Mead, and Vegas is probably known. A lot of people don't even know that. Vegas is probably has more corpses and shit in the desert than any other landmass in America. A lot of people used to get taken out into the desert and buried. Because you're going to just burn up out there. Your body's going to turn to bones quick. Yep. It's easier to take that trip because nobody wants to go out there in all that heat. All you do is go late. Go right when the sun's going down, when it's like 90 degrees, you're good. 90 degrees and 8 o'clock at night. And nobody's caring. If you're going down one of those, a dirt road, nobody's following you. Right? But that's a damn shame, man. But D-Lo crying. D-Lo at Derek. Yeah, he crying at Derek. Derek talking about what's that? Yeah, and then he got to be a question mark. Yeah, what's that? Yeah. Derek acted silly. Then he talking about what's what at D-Lo. Derek Bay said, you just look up DUMBs. Okay, deep underground bases. They have one in Pennsylvania and it's linked directly to the White House. Oh, yeah. I mean, you know what the thing is I never even think about that, none of that shit, Derek, because they building it as we speak. I wouldn't be surprised is the water that we lose on top of this land, if they don't have an underground lake or storage area where they can store that shit underground for themselves in case something go down. In case something go down, they just seal up the mountain and they got enough food in there to survive for like decades. They got enough food down there to survive, and nobody knows because it's inside the mountain. And yes, we release the information get released, and we send that shit to other countries to let them know this is where the government's going to be hiding. And if you think they got that here, you think they got it everywhere. Other states, other countries, they might have an island somewhere else that they use. They can have anything, brother. But you're right, though. Derek Bay said, right, Eagle. That's how some family operate. Yep. Oh, Sir Flame up in the house. Salute to Sir Flame. Sir Flame, I'm way behind on reading. Because we just got we got a serious discussion going on right now with all the bullshit that's happening in the United States. Water disappearing, water reappearing, people getting flooded out and all that. The St. Louis thing, man. How come y'all ain't always ready for something, man? Y'all sleeping, man. Y'all too busy twerking and shit. Y'all gotta be looking at the sky. Like, wait, hey, hold on. Now, on top of that, I saw a video where the water had went down, and then this girl showed a video where there was 3 sources of water that was coming up from underneath the ground, bubbling up. She said, this is some bullshit here. Look at this shit. This ain't all rain. Right, y'all just figuring that out? You know the rain cannot flood that fast. The rain does not flood that fast. Rain, you can have a flash flood, but it's not, you're not going to have 4 or 5 feet of water on a flash flood. No. You're just not going to have that much water, not just from rain. It has to rain a long, long time for it to flood like that. I mean it has to be heavy and hard and long. So, y'all can stop that bullshit. But D-Lo404 at Derek Beatty, he said, it's what true? Okay, I got that already. He said, D-Lo said, at Derek Beatty, my bad. Your ass is that right. Yeah, Derek Beatty said, you too old to decrepit mischievous behavior at D-Lo. D-Lo said, oh yeah. Derek Beatty said, that is true, Eagle. They won't let you in their festivals. Hell no, they don't let you in their festivals. But they want to be all up in all our shit. You know what I mean? I don't like that. Every time I see that, I just start shaking my head. And I'm sorry, man, even when it comes to Mexicans, too. Man, I'm not racist. I ain't against no Mexicans, but y'all ain't got no business in our festivals and shit. This video that's going viral is a Mexican guy talking about he don't want to sign no blacks, so-called African Americans. I don't want to sign none of them. Like, really? You speak for all the Mexicans, and y'all ain't got no business being in our festivals. I've seen y'all at our festivals. Matter of fact, I think one of the artists was going, she said, everybody want to be black, and she was going crazy. But the way she was saying it was proper, and nobody was arguing, no white people left. Everybody was happy that she said it. Said, y'all don't love us, but y'all all want to be us. And this is at a concert. She was saying it. And thousands of people there, and they was like, wasn't nobody arguing. I'm like, yeah, that part right there. That's the part. I don't want to be a color. I don't want to be labeled as a color. I just want to be my nation. I want to be respected as a nation. I want my opinions respected. I want to be able to, grow my own food. I don't want an organization telling me how to grow food. My people been growing food for thousands of years and collecting food. But now all of a sudden an organization is going to tell us what's safe for us. And y'all ain't never gave us what's safe for us. You're always giving us something that's not safe for us. Just because you put 4 letters up there and you stamp it, this is going to get them. That's like a gangster, like they said. That's like a gangster putting a bullet on the corner and thinking he's scaring somebody. Oh, it's a bullet on the corner. Let me wait until they check this out. Just because you name yourself something, that don't mean nothing. Unite, and you're always putting that united in front of everything like that. Oh yeah, that's official now. It's not official. It might be officially evil or something. I don't know. We're gonna end up losing our stream over this shit. Cause ego, and it's like this ain't even ego heat. Y'all know when I really get heated, this ain't even really ego heat. Cause then I start bringing up Sir Flame. I start putting everybody in my conversation when ego heat gets started. When ego heat gets started, I start bringing up everybody because we want all the smoke. I don't care nothing about it. I want all the smoke. But I know y'all don't know how y'all gonna know what's better than my great grandparents knew. They knew how to feed us. They knew what was best for us. Now they say, hell no, don't eat that. Because they even used to give us stuff, people don't even know, like the turpentine. People don't even know what turpentine is. See, if you was a baby and you paid attention to that shit, you might not know what it is, but you know it was some kind of medicine. Turpentine, castor oil, certain roots and shit like that. All that stuff just disappeared. And wasn't nobody sick. You wasn't never sick as a little kid. Besides catching the shit that the oppressors bought you, and some of you aren't old enough, you never caught none of this shit, like they measles and chicken pox and mumps and all that shit. I never had some of it. I didn't have. I think I had the chicken pox. I had the pocky pox, and I think I had the measles. I don't think I ever had mumps. But they had all that shit. Rubella, I never had none of that shit. Rubella and typhoid. I never had some of the shit. I never got. But all I remember is that somebody in the family had chicken pox, and it was like about 1990, I'm going to say 92. Shit. No, the whole neighborhood was invited over to the house because of the kids. That's the way they used to get rid of shit. Is when somebody got real sick, on some shit, some new shit, everybody used to get sick off it. So, well, shit, bring the kids over here. We gonna all get sick off this shit. So everybody's immune system would build up. But now they don't do that like that. Your body is so, see, that people don't even know your body is so weak now that they can't expose you to stuff. See, we used to, we never had all that shit, but once we got it and we got immune to it, then we had to make sure everybody else was immune to it. So if somebody got chicken pox, you bring their ass over to the house. And I'm thinking it was somebody, I think it was a niece or something like that, but somebody had that. They said, oh shit. Shit, somebody got chicken pox? Shit, you better bring everybody over, people coming over to the house in carloads and shit so they can catch that shit. But they got shit now that you don't want to catch. Like, no, hell no, don't bring that shit over here. Everybody's scared. You're going to mask up like a mask is saving you. Your dumb ass think a mask is going to save you. A mask ain't going to save your dumb ass, dummy. You dumb. You put the mask on. Mask ain't saving you from something. Nothing. It's just suffocating your dumb ass. But Sir Flame's up in the house. Derek said, I meant cell phone, not payphone. Yeah, but Derek said, but Sir Flame said, salute to Eagles Web. He said, salute to the chat. He said, it as always. He said, jab that like button on y'all neck. He said, don't get naked. Eagles Web boxing. He got that fire up good with that 100, baby, with that glove. Hey, always those things. Worry about it in Eagles Web boxing. We're going to get on AB after I finish reading what y'all got. And y'all can give me your assessment on AB. We can go back and forth. Y'all can still talk about our subject today. But be aware of your surroundings, man. Stop letting these people tell you what's best for you. Oh, this was best for you. No, you don't know what's best for me. Get away from me. I don't even let my doctor tell me what's best for me. I said, what's in that shit? Even when I asked him about that shot, I asked him what's in that shit. I said, what's in there? I said, we're both, shit. Hey, I'm bold, man. I'll say some shit like, we'll both take it. I'll inject you, you inject me. You go get the vials and shit. And then once they get the vials out, they're going to give us both a shot. I'll take his shot. He can take mine. We'll swap. Okay, you take this one. I'll take yours. See? Too smart. Like somebody try to drink, they bring you a glass like this. Here's your glass. Here's they both got a glass. I'll take your glass. I like the color of your glass better. Then I'll start drinking, let you and see if you drink. So why you ain't drinking your shit? See? That's because you did something to my drink, but now it's your drink. In other words, Eagles telling y'all to be smart. Yep. Sir Flame salute at Derek Beatty. Sir Flame salute at D-Lo404. Derek Beatty salute at Sir Flame. Derek Beatty said, it's flooding everywhere. He said, did you see the girl sitting on the roof of her house in Kentucky? Yeah, Kentucky, that's some floods there too. Kentucky, yep. Sir Flame said, I just watched that Mexican dude saying that he was institutionalized though. Oh, that's bullshit though. See, Sir Flame, everybody, and see, I'm not saying that you falling for that shit, Sir Flame, but that's bullshit. We're not gonna just let you just come up with an excuse and get yourself out of trouble when you was okay. Did he sound like he didn't mean the shit when he was saying it? That's the whole point. Did he sound like, oh yeah, he was coerced or something, or I just made a mistake by saying it? No, he was bold when he said the shit. See, the thing about it, you can't be bold in saying some shit and then all of a sudden try to flip up. Oh yeah, you know, but they was like, you know, Holmes, you know. Don't try to pull that dumb shit on us. Not afterwards. But some people will fall for the okie though. Oh yeah, he didn't mean it like that, brother. Yeah, this is what he really meant though, man. Don't take it like that. I can't stand when somebody tell me not to take shit the way that I'm taking it. Let me figure out if I'm taking some shit wrong. Let me figure out that I took the shit wrong. But let me have my space. Let me have time to cool off like a little bit. Let me figure that shit out. Like, okay, yeah, maybe okay, that's true. Girls do that shit a lot. Though they be trying to calm shit down. Well, he didn't mean it like that, ego. I mean, man, yeah. I'm like, yes, that motherfucker did mean it like that. Because if he didn't mean it like that, he wouldn't have said it so the way he said it. He didn't sound like sometimes you say shit and it sounds like an accident. Like, oh, he don't know what and then we know right away, like, oh, he don't know what he's saying. See, we know right away. But sometimes you say shit like you be so definitive with it, like we know you know what you're saying. So I'm not saying that you fell for that shit because Sir's like, yeah, I heard that shit. Yeah, he was talking about how they click together in prison. He keeping it that mentality. Yeah, but we all see this is the bullshit that people fall for. This is just my opine too. Hopefully we'll keep our stream up. But we are all in prison regardless if you think you're in prison or not. Think about it. You don't have no controls. You don't have no kind of controls over you? Is that the bullshit you're going to try to lie and tell me that you don't have no kind of controls over you? We're all in prison from birth, but it's different levels. You got a regular generation. We're in general. This is not, they call it, see, they trick us. This is general population. It's the same term that they use in prison. General population. We're general population here, but then from general population, you can go to jail and be in general population, and then you can go to prison and be in general population. And then there's different levels. See? And within general population, this means that you got homeless out there. Same thing in jail and prison. And sometimes you got homeless out there. You got people that's going to get commissary. You got ones that's going to have to work for commissary. You know, ain't no telling what they got to do for commissary because this ain't got no people. But they got people in there that's going to look out for them. They're going to have to join something or whatever, however that works. Same thing here. This is like prison. The whole earth is in prison. Because we listen to people who don't even know who they are. And who is government in the first place? Aren't people in your family, aren't they part of government? How come you can't talk to them? Or where's these families from? That's my whole thing. Who's in the military now? Are they really Americans in the military? And who's going to actually join the military now and fight and all that? Who does that? Whose family are they from? Cops. Whose family are cops from? You got cops in your family? Who are they from? All these people that's doing so much evil towards man and mankind. Who are they? Who are the new cops? How could they do so much stuff like that? Do you know them? I actually know one cop personally that I used to train. Female cop. And she seemed like she would have the cop type of mentality because they got kind of a, want to be in charge type. They have a certain attitude, I can just it's hard to explain how they are, but they just like, they want to be like, do-gooders and shit on a whole different level. They like some kind of power, because they lack power themselves. So they want to be able to be authoritative over shit. I seen we're going to get to AB, man. I'm sorry, man. We just got to go on, brother. I'm sorry. Because I seen this clip where on the forum, this guy was getting pulled over by the police and he didn't want to turn off the car or nothing. He told him to stick his hands out the window. He said, I'm not moving my hands. I'm putting my hands out the window because you threatened me. And the cop was saying, did you say something about a gun? The cop is asking him, did he say something about a gun? He didn't say nothing about no gun. He said that he wasn't going to turn the car off because he didn't trust the cop, because now the cop is talking about that he got a gun. He said, no, you're going to try to shoot me. You trying to find some kind of reason. You trying to find a way to just shoot me so you can be justified for just shooting me. They get a certain look in their face, man. They get a certain evil about them when they doing shit, man. I've seen it, and I've had, like I said, man. When I was in Jersey, I had to save somebody from a cop. I had to save somebody from a cop because they go straight into I'm gonna beat your ass mode instead of just trying to just they what they call escalating. You know what I mean? You want to escalate instead of de-escalate, and a lot of cops go straight to escalating the problem instead of just that's it easy, man. And you got brothers on the sideline hollering, "No, just do what the cops say or whatever." Shut your ass up and go home. Don't be telling me to do what the cops say when he's breaking the law, when he's violating my rights. Don't be telling me to do what he say. You should be checking to make sure that he's not violating my rights rather than automatically saying, "Oh, this dude, just be compliant, man." Be compliant. Being compliant is not 100% safety for you. You think it is? Somebody let me know if that's true or not. Let me know is if you're compliant with a cop that you're gonna be okay now. You're gonna be safe because you comply with him. Why he got his knee in the back of your neck and your skull, and your chin is all scraped up on the concrete, and you can't breathe because another one is kicking you in the ribs. And they talking about you resisting. How in the hell you resisting? You're trying to live. You're not resisting. Your body automatically will try to keep you alive. You don't just lay there and just like, just let me take the beating and just lay there with your mouth open and shit. Who does that? A monk? Okay, just go ahead. You relax as you can be. They just not as strong as they think they are. You're resisting. I'm not resisting. You just weak. And my arm don't usually bend back there like that all easy. Who arms fall in the back of their body like spaghetti? Tell me, name a person who arms fall behind their back like cooked spaghetti. Or even if you try to put your arm back yourself, try to put your arm behind you and touch them if you haven't done it for a while. If you wide and shit, my shit couldn't touch. And automatically in their mind, oh, you resisting. Stop it. Yep. Yeah, but Sir Flame said, I never had chicken pox. He said, never had measles or nothing. Damn, Sir Flame. You never had none of that shit? They used to line us up, man. They used to throw us in the room. Get your ass in there and get that shit. Derek said, yeah. He said, yeah, they put everyone in the room together. Yeah, see, that's how they do, Sir Flame. That's how you get strong, brother. Yeah, they threw us together, man. Because if you know, if your elders survived the poison that they brought to us, then it passes on to you that you're going to survive, right? But even though you didn't get it, if you got survivors of it, then you'll still survive from that shit. But I heard it's worse when you get the shit as an adult, that it turns into a whole different shit. Yeah, but in the 90s, they was throwing everybody in the room. Get your ass in there. Get that shit. Yeah, I hope the brother don't get that shit either, because it's just worse, because he a grown-ass man now. Derek Bay said, I hope you don't get it. He said, it's bad when you get it as an adult, at Sir Flame. Yep. Oh, yeah, Sir Flame said, yeah, I heard it was way worse at Derek Bay. Yeah. Yeah. Dilo said, salute. Yeah, it's different. It turns into some whole different shit. It's a different level in prison. Yeah. Yeah, different level. Yeah, different level in prison. Yeah, everything's different, but it's prison. We just in different levels of prisons. Up until we get to that maximum one, that one that we can't, we like, shit, I need to get up out of here. Until we get to that one. If we can get out. After me doing 7 in prison, it's different, yeah. Yeah. But Sir Flame, he got his point, he right. Yeah. They used to get beat up in school, so they become cops. Yeah. Oh, they just ain't recognized. They want to be more important. Yeah, Derek said you see it in the military also. Yep. Hell no. Derek said it's not true. Yeah. But yeah, but that's how we used to do it though, brother. We throw everybody in the room and shit. Hey, everybody, get your ass sick. But the whole thing with AB, so AB's on that bullshit. Is that he helps my point out when I say that you fighters today, you guys cannot match the energy or the talent with the older fighters, the Sugar Ray Robinsons and stuff. Like, y'all can't do it. I'm sorry. You guys have already proven, and you've done it within the last couple of years, and you've done it too many times. Now you show us what your makeup is. And you're starting to make me sour from boxing. I was already like, trying to get away from boxing. I might go back to basketball or something. But you guys are really sour in my stomach when it comes to this whole thing. When it comes to this whole thing of boxing, you guys are sour in my stomach because now all the mental issues and stuff come up. You had people threatening to blow up buses and planes and everything else, like when Muhammad Ali was fighting. That's not even that far ago. That's not even that long ago. Jack Johnson was getting threatened with getting hung and lynched and everything else. He had to fight through that. Did he have an opportunity to go see a psychiatrist or something like that? And he still was messing with white women and everything else. Muhammad Ali. They wanted to label him as a terrorist and everything else because he was with the Nation of Islam. You guys got to reassess yourself, because you lose a fight and you get so emotional. You guys are punk made, I'm telling you right now. As you guys lose a fight and you get traumatized instead of just wanting to come back. Back in the day, some of these fighters used to fight 2 or 3 times in a week. They couldn't wait to get some more smoke. Or every 2 weeks, I need to get some more smoke. Fight each other over and over again. But you guys get traumatized. You get one fight and you get traumatized. Now, I'm not trying to make it to where it's not legitimate to what Broner's saying. But it seems kind of suspect to me. I'm sorry. That's just my opine. It seems kind of suspect. Did you guys take all these opportunities to get depressed and all that? And I just wanted to just to put this out there for Lopez, I heard you say that you was the greatest fighter. I don't know why you guys started labeling yourself and shit as being so great. Then why was you fighting Kama if you're so great? I couldn't even talk about your fight because your fight was made to order for you when I watched it. It's like this is, I mean, your competition, you didn't really have competition with this guy. And the reason you have competition because he didn't have enough crack. He didn't have enough crack and his timing was way off. But he just didn't have enough crack. You can't fight somebody the same way they got crack. They're going to put your ass to sleep. Or you're not going to be able to hit the person the same way. And Kambosos fights you at 140 the way that you fought, you're going to lose again. And now you're up there. So just to talk about him. Well, I might go back to AB, but I don't know. If it's true, then brother, take care of yourself. But far as you fighting at 140, you got a lot of people. Go fight Rugaroo. Go fight Russell. They can't wait to fight you. I guarantee you Russell can't wait to fight you. A lot of these people, they can't wait to fight you. So you're not really tricking us, okay? Yeah. Derek with his explicit. He's hell no. People just don't get it, brother. Brothers and sisters, they don't. I'm sorry I always say brothers, but I know because I know sometimes you girls come and see me too. But the thing about it is we have to make it a point to not just believe everything we hear. Or if we hear a situation, you can't automatically assume just because they said it's flooded here that it was flooded by rain. You got, wait, how did it flood there? What happened? What was the weather like? If nobody's asking questions, we don't ask questions going on. Wait, hold up. What was the weather like 2 days ago before this flood happened? Okay, was this clouds coming in? That no warning? That this came out of nowhere? Think about how much the weather department. See, this is where they make their mistake, Derek, and this is how dumbed down people are. People are so dumbed down. Let me ask you a simple question. Let me ask you a simple question because you guys didn't answer everything. Just like I asked you about, fighters today, versus yesterday. I asked you guys a question about that. How they compare themselves. But let me ask you a simple question. As far as weather is concerned anyway, just weather itself. When you get a weather report, how many days, they call it a forecast. Somebody tell me right now, when they give you a weather forecast, how many days is it for? Normally when you get a news, they do the news and they give you a weather forecast, how many days is it for? That's my question. See? So we start breaking this bullshit down. When they try to lie to you, we start breaking it down. Now, we're not saying that they predict everything correctly all the time. Oh, I thought it was going to be hot today. Yeah, usually even if they're all off. Now, if they're off, if they tell you it's going to be sunny, if they're off, is it ever going to be a storm? Because when they're off, is it ever going to be a storm, or is it just not going to be? It's just not going to be hot. It's going to be 90 today and it's in 75. Okay, well, so what? So they predicted the temperature wrong. Do they usually predict like a whole system wrong? Like, I'm not saying, like, it could rain a little bit. Okay, it rained a little bit. Okay, and it's supposed to be sunny. Okay, I can, it does that in Florida all the time, right? Florida's weather, I know, is real hard to predict. Some places on the East Coast is real hard to predict the weather because of the humidity. But usually, how long do they predict weather for? Is it a day, two, what? And are they usually off by a whole climate? When I say climate, do they say it's going to be 100 degrees and it ends up being 45 degrees in a rainstorm? Just asking. Derek Bay said, fact. He said Jack Johnson didn't even have a nation behind him. He said digging out all kind of white women too. Right. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, Swamp Monster. Derek Bay said Progray's already called him out. Yeah, Swamp Monster wants that smoke. Ain't nobody scared at you at 140, man. You're not what you think you are, brother. I'm just calling you brother, but I know on the inside. I know how y'all feel. I call everybody my brother. You my brother until you prove that you're not my brother, because I don't go by brother. You're not my brother from skin. You're my brother from within. A lot of people don't understand that. He's a sellout. Hell no. I want the best people on my team. This is what I wanted to say too, though. We're talking about this boxing and stuff like that. But this is what I wanted to say. And I've said it before. Is that people like scientists, like real scientists. I'm not saying scientists that get controlled, because you got scientists that get controlled. But real scientists, they're not going to look at you because of your color. They're just not. You know what I mean? They're not. And I didn't watch all these fights, just to let y'all know. But I think I did go with Cortez, and I did go with Vivas, who won, split decision, unanimous decision. So Vivas, people might get mad about that because that's only, and Zayas and Espada. I went with Puerto Rico on that. And just let y'all know that we got Badu Jack coming up again too, with the Usyk Joshua. So we got a strong weekend of fights coming up after this half-ass type of fights that we just had. But understand that these people aren't. A lot of times, people aren't looking out for your best of interests and stuff. Now, since I didn't get anybody to respond to what I'm saying, I've actually seen a forecast out to 10 days or more. I've seen forecasts. Matter of fact, if I was to pull up the forecast for where I'm at right now, I could probably get up to 10 days or more just online. Yeah. Just online, I can probably pull up a 10-day forecast. And so that's what I was asking you guys. How long is a forecast? So you mean they really blew it? So they gave you 10 days of clear weather, and all of a sudden you had a storm. I just find that there's something wrong with that. That's just for me. I find something wrong. I just do. I find something wrong with it. Can I find something wrong with stuff? Or do I have to be like everybody else? Yeah. But Derek Brady brings it up. Jack Johnson had to fight through all kinds of oppressions and everything else. Shit. And I know, and I do empathize with Sir Flame, because I understand what he's talking about when he talks about prison. But just think about this. At least in prison, you know your rules, what you got to do, and you know how to take care of yourself. When we talk about the brother Jack Johnson, it was worse than prison. You think about it, because he never knew when the lynch mob was gonna come over to his house. He never knew what town it was gonna happen in, or nothing like that. See what I mean? And as bold as he lived. And you guys can't take a little bit of, y'all take a loss or so, and all of a sudden you start having you have mental breakdowns. You ain't about that action, man. We're going to see. You're going to get exposed. A lot of you fighters are just going to get exposed. That's all it is to it. Because even Swamp Monster, he got exposed. All you guys are going to get exposed eventually. You guys coming up with too many things, too many excuses and stuff. You're going to get exposed. And we right here for you. When you get exposed, we right here to be on the end of the conversation where we talk about you. That's all I'm going to do is talk about you, because that's my job on here, is to talk about you, because the thing is, you sell us one story. Oh, I'm the greatest fighter. Come on. How does the greatest fighter get beat up by somebody named Kambosos in the first place? That don't even sound right. Oh, I let Kambosos beat me up, but you're the greatest. Shut your ass up. You ain't the greatest. And somebody else is going to expose you. Somebody will eventually expose Ryan Garcia because I just don't think he has the makeup. He's showing all his speed and all that, but he can't take a crack. Can't take getting hit. And I think Tank Davis will be one of the worst fights for you. You quick and all that, but you might land some punches or whatever. People saying how quick your left hand was on that one. Yeah, but you clipped the guy with the right hand before you even threw the left. It was the delayed reaction to the right hand would put the guy down. But you fighting Tank and you get cracked, you going to sleep. I don't see your chin being that good. I don't see your chin being great, Lopez. I don't see you with a great chin. A lot of you don't have great chins. You got okay chins, but your chin ain't great. But we just got to get away from this bullshit, man. If we're going to live together, then let's live together. We never have lived together. People think we have, but we never have. Because people will not pull, and people aren't going to back people up. I'll back you up. If you're right, I'll back you up. I'm not going to look at your skin color. Because if you're right, you're right. If you're right, you're right. How you going to deny something that's right? Oh, what you backing them up for? They right. Why would I not back up somebody who's right? Because I'm on some kind of hate shit. Oh, he's on the hate. I'm not the one that's going to be on the hate, brother. That's why a lot of people get mad at me. Oh, man, you ain't doing. People get so mad. Oh, you ain't my brother. You ain't even black. You ain't this. Oh, so what? I'm a nation. I'm not going to just be a color. Something like that. My family is like so-called African American all throughout my family. What are you talking about? A lot of people in my family claim to be, African American more than they claim to be Native. And they know they Native. They grew up with nothing but Native traditions, but they'll still call it, and they'll pass, and they'll be able, and you ain't going to be able to say they're not. Well, some places it's kind of obvious. It's kind of obvious in some situations, and some of the people in my family couldn't claim to be, black or whatever. They couldn't even really claim it. And said, nah. Because they'll call them something else. Some YT race or something like that. But then this craziest part is that you say that you can have every color baby that there is, and then when you do have them, then there's something else. Make it make some sense. Don't say one thing and then take it away. Or you can have any color baby that you want to have, but no, you can't have any kind of baby any color baby that you want, that you're gonna have. You're saying two different things. That shit's making zero sense. It's like, shut up, stop talking to me. Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. Derek said I only seen the Tio fight. He said I wanted to see the Zayas fight, but didn't get home in time. Yeah. Yeah, and y'all know I was out on the street. Yeah. But it seems like he's doing pretty good right now. We just got to keep an eye on him. Puerto Rico's here too, so Puerto Rico's in the house. Got Puerto Rican in my family, so it's hard for me to go against, because when you put labels out there, everybody's in my family. Mexican, Native, Black, I don't know. What, everything. German probably. I wouldn't doubt it. Matter of fact, African. Like real African. From, actually not born here, nothing, from Africa. Who else? A little bit of everybody. That's why I can't. My family would get mad in the first place, but you can't just get mad at one side. Oh, you fucking. Well, of course, the language comes out because of frustration a lot of times. Fucking Mexicans. So we'll do that. Fucking Puerto Ricans, and we just get mad. It's just frustration. You got to see the difference between hurt, frustration, and somebody who's genuinely has hate. When you genuinely have hate, we know what it sounds like. We know what it looked like, because you be standing out, even on the corner. You be standing out on the corner still talking about it. Damn, twisting your lips up. Damn, black people. You just keep rattling on all your rhetoric and shit. you just keep going and you won't never stop. See, that's the whole thing, is you just never stop. Like when somebody just get, if we call somebody a white tee MFer, we might not necessarily mean that. We don't mean it for everybody. We just talking about somebody specific because what they done, because they done some bullshit, some evil shit. We ain't talking about everybody. But if it's a whole group of you that did some shit, then we talking about all of you. You know, I got some friends. I got, so-called Caucasian friends or whatever, that not really friends, but I got some that I talk to on a regular basis that I had to end up talking to, doing business with. And I like it. Because they going, they like me to the point where they going, help me with certain stuff. I'm like, okay, cool, that's bet. They going to help me out. I can't get help from everybody like that. Just like even at the farmer's market, I met this girl over there that she's very cool with me. When she closed down, she just hand me stuff. Here, you can have this. You want this? She just give me stuff. I know I bought stuff from her, but she'll still give me stuff. Like, I ain't spending that much. I'm spending like $20 with her, something like that. I ain't spending that much, but she just give me stuff. See, that's why you still need everybody, man. You still need to have, and living here, you need to have everybody until it changes. If they separate us, then it's different. If they separate us, then you just deal with the people who you're separated with. The thing about me is I ain't scared to be separated. They don't want separation. They think they did. It's better for you, but they don't want separation because then, when I say they, just take whatever words I'm talking about. You can put any face you want to, but a lot of the cultural things die if you take us out the picture. Even stuff like certain stuff like songs, singing ability, dances, technology. They have a brother now, Derek Bailey. He created this thing where you do sign language. It's gloves. You can wear the gloves and you do sign language and it will sound out the sign language that you're doing. And I hope he don't just give it away. I hope he don't just sell it. He keep his technology. And that's not even nothing to kill him about. It's just good technology. But the thing is, we help oppress our own self because we gave away all our technology. I said this the other day and I was so bold with it. I know people hate it. I said we created everything that we created. I said we created everything. I said we didn't create evil and we didn't create things that caused evil. Because we didn't create it for evil purposes. We just never did. And I keep telling people, I said, we actually created everything. It's too easy for me to back it up because my brain doesn't work like other people's brains. Some people got, you scholarship, well, such and such and such and such. No. When you talk about Edison created the enclosure for the light bulb. But the element itself was created by a slave or a so-called black man. All this stuff. Look up to Tartarian so you can see what we built before they even got here. While they was some people was living in teepees, some was living in shacks, some was living in wooden homes, and we had buildings that was laced in marble and everything else, with giant doors and everything else. And these things can conduct electricity. How would that be possible in the 1600s? How is that possible? Same thing with Chicago, same thing. It was lit up with power and everything else. Los Angeles, all these places that water was taken out just for farming. They killed a lot of our resources from just turning everything into farmland. Yeah. But Derek said, yeah, he says bizarre, but anyway, sound like harp to me. Yep. And I don't even understand the whole thing about harp, but I know harp. I know it, the signals that it put out. That I've heard a lot of things about. I've heard that it's actually it creates a portal and all kinds of other stuff. But if I look at it, to me, it looks like some kind of a sound. It looks like a sound generator when I look at it. It looks like some kind of a giant frequency generator. That's just my estimation of what it is. That's just what it looks like. We in bad shape, folks. And yes, we just decide that we're going to do what we're going to do. Do our own. I want to do my own. I ain't scared to do my own, brother. I'm not scared to do my own. But all this technology, man. And I know I lost one of my thoughts earlier because I had too much to cover. But all this technology, brother, was made by you. You made all the technology. You see? They didn't make no technology. Clothes dryer. Oh shit. Washing machine. Soap. All these things. Bleach. Alcohol. Even if you take bleach and alcohol, what you make? You can make chloroform with bleach and alcohol, right? So the basis of all the chemicals and everything else that they come up with, you invented all of it. You invented it. And what they've done is they have experimented with what you have made to make destructive things. Prove me wrong. I don't have to prove me right, but prove me wrong. Because they still do that. Just like, let's go back to science. Like I said, scientists, a true scientist is a person of curiosity. He wants to find out how, he wants to do it in a safe manner, but he wants to find out, how's this work? How's that work? Can we do this? Can we do that? That's scientists. They work together. Real scientists. I'm not talking about controlled scientists. Just like anybody in electricity, all that. All these are scientists. Even if you're in wood scientists, you want to see how stuff works. I wonder if we can do this with it. I wonder if we can do that. That's how the world is supposed to be working. And guess what? If the world worked like that, let's say, for instance, America, like the United States worked like that, there would be no unemployment. Because you're going to find a niche somewhere. Everybody got to have some kind of skill, a cooking skill. Cooking is an art. Woodworking is an art. Steelworking is an art. Ironworking is an art. Soldering is an art. Welding is an art. You know what I mean? Gardening and all that. That's an art. We should never have had to come up with all these chemicals and shit like that to kill, because you got plants that you can put that will run off the pest of like you could put certain plants in your garden to run off the pest that would normally go there, because they don't like that other plant that's in there. They're like, shit, I don't like that plant. So I'm gonna go to my second, they'll find their way to a second plant to destroy that you don't care about. You see what I mean? Because you can run them out of your garden, you know? Ladybugs and spiders and stuff like that. You can run all this shit out of your garden. But like I said, all these art forms, there's no excuse for somebody not to be able to do stuff. Making clothes, whatever, there's always some kind of skill. There should never be any kind of unemployment whatsoever. Yeah. And maybe I vented a little bit. It seemed like we're still on. But I don't know, the replay or something like that. Maybe, hopefully we don't got no kind of violations. I've been good for I don't know how long there. The last time we got like a violation, it was like a country violation. I don't know how we got that. Maybe we'll get a country violation again. How the hell you get that on YouTube? We got a country violation? Matter of fact, I don't even know if you guys even know anybody else who ever got a country violation to where their video can't be played in certain countries. What kind of shit did we talk about? We talked about something on Eagles Web Boxing that they wouldn't even play in another country. Like, no, we can't play that shit over here. Like, really? Yeah, that's sad, man. But there's no way that that's what we try. That's not what we're up against here. That's not what we try to do over here. Is because I want everybody to be able to, you know, get something from what I say, and I want to be able to get something from what y'all say. Back and forth. Reciprocation. I want to be able to get what y'all saying. I don't want to be just the voice or nothing like that. But right before I get out of here, the whole thing with this whole mental thing, y'all got to get up off that shit, man. Stop that. Stop playing on the mental. Stop playing on that shit, man. Stop it. I'm not saying that all of you playing, but stop it. Let's stop. There's fighters who went through way more, and you're supposed to be so much more superior and better. but I'm seeing that you're really not. You're not that person that you say you are. Anyway, I don't know where y'all Sir them is at today, and a few other people, man. And Lala D, I know she commented on my my little extra video. Maybe if I have another thought, maybe I'll come back with another extra, give y'all a little bit more or something like that. Derek said they like quicker results in the West. They want everything immediate. Like, we got to have this shit like right now. The thing about this is, even when I talk about the homelessness, that nobody should be unemployed and homeless, they actually have a spot in Canada where there's no homelessness whatsoever. And you would think, why wouldn't you take that as a model? If that's true, which it is true, if that's true, why wouldn't you take that as a model and, you tell them, hey, talk to the governor there or the mayor, say, look, mayor, we need to know, we need to have a meeting because I wanted my town and my city, I wanted it to be like your city. How could we get my city to be like your city where there's no homelessness and nothing like that? No homelessness and no joblessness. What do we do? Why wouldn't you model stuff after that? It seems like in America, we model stuff off after the worst places. There's no place like the Big Apple. Good. You don't want places like L.A. and New York. Not now. In the past, yes. When they had the war, man, y'all just research New York and find out how there was even a Central Park. What happened? What was the community of Central Park before that happened? Before they got Central Park, there was a lot of running people out of areas over there in New York and a lot of places. It's all over, man. It's so rampant it doesn't even make sense. There's probably so many little small wars in your area. I'm talking about that whole South. I'm talking about maybe from North Carolina all the way through to Kentucky, Texas, down into Texas area. With that whole circle, Florida, Georgia, Alabama, all that. There's so many little wars up in there. And another thing that you might not even know is that flag that they call Confederate flag. That used to be one of our flags. Oh, wow. That's another one to get some. That wasn't even their flag to start with. It didn't have those stars on it. It wasn't their flag. There was something else was stolen. When you start realizing how many things that certain people did not invent, then you start waking up. Y'all didn't even invent that shit. You start thinking about it. Like even some of the top designers, think about how are you that behind where you can't even come up with your own designs? And I'm talking about top designers, like the ones that we call top. They're not the top designer. They're all related, but the top designers, some of them start with a V or C or something like that. Guess what? Those patterns and shit was stolen. That's not even original. We think it's original and we calling it by the name. Guess what we should be calling it by? You should be calling it by its original name, where it was found. Find out where these things was found and don't call it that no more. Just call it a knockoff. So some of these top brands, they're knockoffs of something that's been here for thousands of years. Think about that. Damn, y'all stole. You talking about thieves. Y'all say, damn, y'all stole everything. God dang, everything? Everything. Not even everything. They're ER thing. Everything. Damn. Dilo 404 said more watered down as the generations roll. Yep. That's what's happening. More and more watered down. More and more complaints. That's why they want you more and more on medicines and stuff. So they can get you. But once they get you, see, this is the whole thing, is we're in a place right now that they got you so bad to where you're so compliant that they can tell you anything, you'll go for it. You'll go for it. If they tell you to boil your water, you'll boil your water. Why am I boiling my water? I'm bringing my water up to a certain temperature. Why would I do that? Wonder if there's something in the water that activates when you boil it. How about if I have to boil my water, how about I just not use that damn water? Oh, I'm just not gonna use the water. I'm good. I'm cool. I ain't gonna use it. I'm just not gonna use it. You gotta boil the shit? Nah. I ain't never known nowhere in nature where water had to be boiled. Ain't no animals boiling no water. Why am I boiling water all of a sudden? See, but we never think because they hit you with so much shit and they make you start. But you so confident in believing them, you believe everything they say. You know, weapons of mass destruction, all types of language and shit, and you weapons, it's evil and huh? How do you have the most evil people call somebody else evil? And y'all fault. It's people fall for it. Yeah, okay. They evil. All right, brother, they evil. But you not. But you not evil, but they evil. Wow. Wow. D-Lo Ford, again, he said they may just push the homeless out. Yeah. No, but over in Canada, no, they just don't have homeless. They made an area for them, man. It was, granted, it was a smaller community, like no trash on the streets, nothing like that. But certain places don't have them. I don't even know if Singapore, I think it'd be illegal in Singapore for you to be homeless. If it's illegal for it to be some trash out there, you know that homelessness has to be illegal over in Singapore. You go over there, tell them there, you could take your ass over there and they'll put that cane on your ass doing something wrong over there. We don't roll like that over here. Because if they really wanted to have people straight here, people would be straight. Okay, yeah, he said like Lake Lanier. Yep. And yeah. Places that don't exist because of disasters, because of wars and some little wars that they don't even want to tell you. And I'm gonna tell you something else that's gonna mess you up. Is you guys got to look into what was the people that was really warring. What did the mixture look like? The people that was really warring. What did they really look like? When it was North against South, what was it really? Was it really North against South, or was it more than that? And when you see so-called people, like I'm gonna just say this is a coin. It's not. But when you see so-called people that they say were slaves on coins like that, you know, coins of this color, are they telling you something? Are they telling you something? Are they telling you more than one story? Are they telling you that, hey, that wasn't really a slave, that was somebody that we honored, but everything changed and so we had to change? You got to go back and listen to what's really being said in a lot of these speeches and stuff like that. A lot of these old speeches, if you can still pull them up when certain people are talking, you got to listen to everything they say. Don't try to listen to it. Listen to it as like it's a lecture. Listen to it a little bit at a time, like, oh, wow, I can't believe he said that. What was that about? And when they're calling people, it's really deep, brother. I'm just telling you right now that they pushing these narratives of calling a lot of my people, a lot of y'all, they calling y'all black and everything else. But guess what? These so-called leaders are actually enrolled as Native Americans, but they calling you black. Why would they do that? I'm going to tell you one reason why. It's always because of that payoff. They always paying people off. As long as they pay you off, you're going to sell out, Derek. Derek like, shit, I never had it. I never had 100,000 in the bank. Yeah, I ain't seen that. I'll tell. Nope, D-Lo ain't my brother no more. Nope. Nope, I don't condone none of his actions no more. None of that. We ain't the same. It's big. And you know the thing about big problems has the easiest solutions. I'm just saying, the big problems, they have the easiest solution. Look at what I was talking about. Look at yeah, we was talking bad about Lala too. Salute, Queen. We see you out there. I see you. She said that Cynthia, she got her heart up good. Derek Banks said, yeah, he's an independent country over there. You got that right, independent country, but you ain't going over there doing what you want to. Because remember, one of the biggest stories right now is about Griner, right? I've seen so many people come to her defense. So many people come to her defense about how much dope she had. Don't matter how much dope you got and you're in another country, you got dope. Okay. If y'all don't want that kind of punishment, let them whoop her ass. Okay. The American guy went over to Singapore and threw that trash out there in the street and got his ass whooped. Hey, whoop her ass then. If you don't want her locked up, then whoop her ass. Stop going to other people's backyards thinking you can do what you want to. Just because you did it, just because it was done over here. I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. That that whole idea, that minority idea, I don't really believe it as much as what people believe it. Because even I was at this concert. I was at the festival the other day. I was at the festival, right? And I was looking around, and I seen sprinkled different colors here and there, but that whole thing was melanated, brother. I'm telling you that now. It was heavily melanated. It was. I'm just telling you, man. So it's hard for me to even believe that what they say, that as far as who lives here and who don't, I'm like, I don't know, man. It seemed like quite a bit to me. I don't know if their numbers is correct. Matter of fact, I know their numbers ain't correct because I'm not one of those types that's gonna fall right into their shit. Okay, yeah. Just calm down. Stop telling people to comply when something is being illegally done to them. Stop telling them to, like I said earlier about this whole resistance thing. Stop it. Look at D-Lo. D-Lo said, "Yep, whoop that ass." Right. I'm just saying, man. I mean, am I doing? Okay. D-Lo said, "Yep, whoop that ass." But is what Eagle's doing? Am I doing hate speech or something? Am I doing hate speech, or am I just bringing it clear to where you can't just do everything that you want to do other places? Am I being clear with that, or am I being hateful? Like, oh, Eagle, he just hateful, or you just bitter and hateful and shit like that. No, they shouldn't do. They should give her a break. And come on. Why do we always ask for breaks when it comes to somebody in a whole different country or something like that? But we don't ask for breaks over here. And we got certain authoritative figures that can do anything that they want to and never be held accountable. And matter of fact, it's quick. They always talk about some kind of investigation. You can have something that happened. It takes 10 seconds for it to happen. But you got to investigate for a year. Why are you investigating something happened for 10 seconds, but you got to investigate a whole year? No, you're not investigating. You're making up a lie for that whole year. There's no way. You don't have to investigate. You could just see it. Okay, that's just like, remember that cop jumped out the car and less than 2 seconds he killed that little boy. That little boy that had like a water gun or something. He killed him and this kid is like 10 years old, something like that. He kills him in 2 seconds. It takes me longer than 2 seconds to get out of a car. He got out of the car and killed the kid in 2 seconds. But they got to investigate. That's only a 2-second clip. What you got to investigate? If you was in danger, you would have never got out your car. What you would have did is you would have used your little mic. You would have used that. This is the police. Put your weapon down. Right? Doesn't that seem like that's more logical than just get out and start shooting right away? And it's a kid. He has a gun. If that's a real gun, put it down. If it's not a real gun, put it down. For our safety, we just got to investigate, see what you got there. What's wrong with that kind of language? So I'm not easily tricked. You can't trick me with no jargon. Just because you use certain language don't mean that you're tricking me. Just because you roll up on the scene and you're fearing for your life, then don't roll your ass up on the scene. Call another car. Wait until you get back up to where you ain't scared. Call another man to hold your hand so that you won't be scared. Oh, I'll be calling my backup because he can come hold my hand because I'm scared. Stop. D-Lo making me laugh though, but that's true though, D-Lo. D-Lo, I'm not trying to do hate speech. D-Lo said, "Yeah, whoop that ass." Hey, Queen, what happened to AB? Anyway, but Derek Bay said, "Peace to Queen at Lala D." D-Lo 404 said, "Absolutely not." He said if you walked in your neighbor's house smoking and they didn't allow it, it may constitute an ass whooping. That's it. It may. Yeah, D-Lo 404 said exactly. Tamir Rice didn't stand a chance. None. Zero. He had zero chance. Zero chance. You see what I mean? And that's effed up when you just got zero. When you just know you got zero chance. Come on now. Come on. Make it make sense to all of us. Yep. Make it make sense to every last one of us. Don't make it make sense to just you. And this is what I can't stand, D-Lo. I can't stand when certain people with the cops, you know, they out there, they got a hard job, this and that. I don't want to hear nothing about your hard ass job because first of all, did you volunteer to be a cop in the first place? Or if not, who the hell are these people? Who are these people that are becoming cops? I asked you guys that question earlier. Who is the government? Who are these people that's in government? I know one cop right now. I don't know nobody in government. Who are these people? Are they from here or did they throw somebody else up in there? Huh? Because I think we need to rid everybody. We need to start over from scratch. Everything will still run. Nothing's going to stop running because of the government. Just leave those organizations that have to pay you and everything else. Leave those in place and just get rid of everybody. We got to start over fresh because your ideas are wrong. Supreme Court too. We got to get back to making all the laws that's supposed to be pursuant of the Constitution. We got to get all those laws back to where they're pursuant of the Constitution. We got to make it make sense because the shit ain't making sense. It's not making sense for people to just be getting slayed on the street because of your fear. If you're a fearful cop, you ain't got no business being a cop. Oh, I'm scared. Why are you a cop? You got bulletproof vests on. You got, I end up telling what you got. You might got hand grenades. You got flash grenades. You got shotguns. You got automatic weapons. You got a sidearm. You got tasers. You got mace. And you still scared? You got helmets and riot gear and all kinds of shit. You got shields and you scared. If you scared, jump your ass out the car with all your shit on, your shield and everything. How come nobody's saying nothing about that? That all these police is going into areas where they scared. How come you not all armored up? Wear a bomb suit. If you that damn scared, go take your ass and bring your shield out. You know, put your helmet on, your face mask and bulletproof vest. Put body armor on, put everything on. Shield your legs and everything else. Put everything. Put a bulletproof helmet on. They got bulletproof glass now. Put everything on. If you scared like that, then put everything on to protect you and call your boyfriend up so he can hold your hand when you're going out there. Stop playing with us. But like I said, they got you in a place to where everything they say, believe, oh, that's a hard job, police. Yeah, they got you believing that dumb shit. When you got tanks and shit. Now police got tanks. Get your dumb ass out of here with that shit. Bring one of them tanks in. If you scared, I see you ram people's doors in with that little battering ram and everything else. You don't seem scared then. But all of a sudden, but somebody got a stick of gum, you scared. Oh, I was scared, fearful for my life. Shut your fag ass up. When I say fag, it ain't got nothing to do with you people that's practicing a certain lifestyle. When I say fag, that's just somebody who, for me, is weak. Because it only, in English, just means a piece of wood. It means a cigarette anyway. So anyway, don't take me like that. I'm not saying it to be homophobic. I'm saying fag to me is just, you just weak. I still use that word. A friend of mine used to say that all the time. She used to call guys fags. She said, yeah, he a fag. She said, stop being a fag. She didn't like nobody around her being, and somebody else in my family used to say that. She didn't like nobody around you being like weak. Like, just be strong. You know what I mean? Police all, I'm scared for my life. But D-Lo says that Tamir Rice didn't stand a chance. Hell no. The cop saw an opportunity to catch a body, and he took it like a biatch. Yep. Straight bitch assness. That's right. Straight up bitch assness. Derek said. He said in Ohio. He said in Cleveland. Yep. Certain jobs aren't for everybody. Yeah. But they take them. Yep. Derek Bay said facts at D-Lo 404. Yeah. He said if you that scared, go to church. Take your ass somewhere else. They need their ass whooped, Derek. Derek and D-Lo. Hey, we should be able to whoop. You know, if they're not going to sentence these certain people, I don't want to say too much because we will lose this stream. if I say too much. But yeah, if they want to, if certain people, if they don't want to punish them, they should let us whoop their ass. They should at least give, I'm going to say at least 4 members of the community from different areas of the United States. They should give us the opportunity to whoop ass. Like to use a cane or whoop ass on somebody who they're not going to prosecute. We should at least be able to get that out. We should at least be able to put their ass away. We should be able to hurt them enough to where they're not going to do no more damage no more. So you didn't get maybe you didn't get locked up, but we beat your ass. You'll never be arresting nobody else or doing something bad to somebody else. I'm just saying, just putting it out there. It's just me. It's inquiring. I'm just saying things. Ego. I don't mean I'm humble. I don't mean no kind of harm. Y'all already know me. I'm that guy. I'm the humble, nice servant type of guy. I don't want no problem, boss, nothing like that. That's just me. I'm just venting. So just let me have it. No hate speech. I agree with all. I mean, we need the police and all that. I need them around here all the time. Because if I need them here, that means I never get to use the stuff that I have. That's what you need cops for. That means you don't get to use your shit. If I have cops, if I call the cops, that means I'm not willing to use my shit. I can't wait to use some of my shit in here. You know what I mean? I planned it a lot of times when I'm just laying up in the bed. I said, I wish a motherfucker would. I'll be planning shit like, yes. I said, somebody's getting. I said my ancient weapon hasn't been used in a long time. I mean, I want to see what it's like to take somebody's head off with it. But hey, it's all. And I'll tell them if they come look at it. What did you use? I use this here, my ancient weapon. I said, why'd you? Shit, because that's what he haven't been using a while. That's what he do. That's his job. His job is to F people up when they come in off some bullshit. But Dilo first. Dilo said go to church though. Get off the forces. It just may not be for you. That's right. Derek said exactly. Dilo again. Dilo said, yep. Said that ass whooping factory that nephew Tommy talked about at a comedy show I attended over a decade ago seems like one of them most necessary things for society to go forward. That's right. Sound good to me. Well, if you're not gonna punish them, let us. We put them in there. That we pay them. The money come out of our taxes. We should be able to tell. Hey, if it's suspect, like if it's suspect, that will keep the shit from being suspect. But if it's suspect, like if it's a suspect, killing or hurting of somebody, then we suspectly whoop your ass. If it's plain to see, like dude, you just effing up. They gonna get you. Now, if we're saying that, because that's how we talk. If we see somebody effing up, they're going to get you, man. You got to ask them coming when they catch you. Now, if we see that, but we still don't know the whole story, but at least we can, it's not suspect. You might have just been scared. No, they going to kill me. Like, you running for your life. We understand that part of it, but you stole the car. So, you might have an ass whooping coming. So for us, that's not suspect. For us, what's suspect is if you just come speeding down an alleyway and somebody's sitting on the curb and you just start shooting. That's suspect. Not when your ass is running. That's not really suspect. It might still be suspect, but y'all understand what the gist of what I'm saying is that if it's not cut and dry with us, then, hey, you got an ass whooping coming. 4 people, 4 corners of the United States, whoop your ass. In Texas. That's where all the ass whoopings, suspect police, doings, all that shit, or government or whatever. If you government, you did some shit suspect. If you passed a law or anything suspect, no matter how many of you passed it, all of y'all. If it's suspect, Texas. Y'all got that. We'll wear them 4 people out from them 4 corners of the United States. Hey, you got somebody coming from Alaska, somebody coming from Florida, somebody coming from New York or one of them areas over there, and somebody coming from Cali to whoop that ass. All different nations too. Yep, all different nations. Can't be just one nation. All different nations. So, somebody in Alaska might be an Eskimo whooping your ass. Somebody in California, might be a native from down there. Somebody coming from up north. Or somebody coming from Florida, so-called African American. But you getting your ass whooped. Simple as that. If it's suspect, then you need to get a suspect ass whooping, because you suspect. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Eagle. Don't get mad at Eagle. I'm just saying. Derek Bates is like the dude that killed 2 cops and a dog, and they took him in unharmed. Yeah. How you gonna take somebody in and you doing all that? Let that have been a certain person that did some shit like that. Yeah. But I like what D.O. said, the ass whooping factory, you might need to have that. He said, but D404, he said, motherfuckers need some reckoning on some, in some account or some act right. Yeah, some act right. Yeah. Thought he was saying account. Yeah. Yeah, accountability. Yeah, but the act right, that sounds good. You need some act right. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Ahmad killer's 35 years. Yep. Lilo said, yep, at Derek Beatty. He said there was an old white tee dude in Orangeburg, South Carolina, who killed some cops trying to serve a warrant to arrest his son for messing with kids. They said he was arrested with a mere black eye. Yeah, that's all they gave him was a black eye. But see, if you remember, a lot of y'all were still alive. Y'all might have been like 2 years old. But when they beat the shit out of Rodney King, he got more than a black eye. And they talking about resist. All he was fighting back in the wrist. And you could have thrown some handcuffs on him. Ain't nobody too strong to where 2 people grab. If you got 2 people, you got one on one arm and one on the other arm, you can get those arms back there and get them locked up. Stop all that. You had, because they whooped his ass to where they was getting tired of swinging the club and taking breaks and shit. Tag teaming each other in. Man, stop that bullshit. Don't try to play with us. All of us ain't going to think the same way. You know what I mean? So stop that bullshit. Yeah, that's all he get. This black guy, Adilo again. He said they would welcome an ass whooping factory as long as certain people were allowed to issue out ass whoopings to other certain peoples only. Yeah. No. You know what though? I'm gonna tell you something. If we have something like that, it got to be legit. But this is what people don't understand, D-Lo, is don't you know that we actually have the power to do that? I see Jay Cooley out there, salute brother. Yeah, but don't you know that we actually have the power to do that? A lot of people don't understand that we actually have the power. We got the voting power to do that. It's we just allowing the government to do what they want to. But we can definitely do that. We can say, look, if there's suspect, if we don't understand, if the accountability is not there for the cops or something like that, like we're like, you know what? I don't get this. This cop, that's kind of suspect. If we just say that to ourselves, if we say, no, that's suspect. So we got it. What's the name of the court? What's the name of the disciplinary judiciary that we send them through? What would we name it? What would it be called? Because it would be another, now as part of our due process. So, no, man, we're going to have to, we have a special judge for that. So now, a minority judge, of course. So now it goes to another judge. The judge just has to render when it happens. But we have to have a name for it. Because you got everything from, you got federal court, you got state federal, you got superior court, municipal court, you got all this. So what we'll call that, for lack of a better name, misunderstanding of the verdict court. So it's like, you guys are going to have to pay. You're not going to be just slipping up, taking people out for no reason. So we got to send your ass to this. You got, disciplinary. You got 4 people caning your ass on this one. Because you got, you got away with some shit, some suspect shit. So you got to take that caning in Texas. Build a special place. I guarantee you that the crime that they commit against us, that shit will go down when they know, when they know they got to take that humiliation, that ass whooping, that they're going to have memes and shit all over the media. It's going to be everywhere. Because that's the whole thing about it also, is it going to be on every forum. It's going to be on all kinds of media. You getting that ass whooped. But I appreciate my brother, man. We came in late today, so Coolio, we won't get to see Cooley that often because Eagle come on way earlier than that. But yeah. But Jay Cooley said salute to Eagle brothers and sisters. There you go. He remembered that brothers and sisters. Yeah. Jay D-Lo 404. He said they did Rodney King wrong as F. He said got a tape and still walked. Right, on tape. That's what I'm saying. That's suspect. Now, in that case, D-Lo, that's civil rights. He won the civil rights case, right? But in that case, then you have another body on top of that. This overrules the court. Like, this overrules them completely. You got to have something to overrule them, because they'll still let themselves get away with shit and hold themselves non-accountable. Derek Beatty said, nice at D-Lo 404. D-Lo at Derek Beatty said, he said motherfuckers think folks should feel sorry for their raggedy asses. She said, the hell with them. Yeah. Derek Beatty said, I know it, D-Lo 404. Yeah. But Eagle got to get out of here soon, though, man. But AB, yeah. AB about a bunch of excuses now. Y'all need to stop that shit, especially all the shit that the fighters before y'all had to go through, but y'all using that mental health shit. Y'all taking that shit too far. Stop that bullshit. Just get your ass out there and fight. Tell them how it's done, Derek. Get your ass out there and fight. Yeah, but he said the hell with him. But Derek Beatty said salute at Jay Cooley. Yep. D-Lo 404 back with some more. He said them motherfuckers was free for months with no charges so far as I'm concerned. He said they got extra freedom. They didn't deserve it. Said weak motherfuckers. I didn't say that. D-Lo said that. Look, yo, damn. Look at D-Ray's face. D-Ray's face is closed up. D-Lo back again. He said no one did time for what happened to Rodney King. They made excuses to justify the beating. Yeah, and they always going to use that resistance shit. That's why they got it thrown in there. But now I heard that what it is, if you feel like the police are trying to kill you, you can do anything in your power to get away. That's a new law. And I'm sorry I just heard it somewhere. I didn't pull it up because you guys know I try to give you guys all the gems that y'all need in case some bullshit happened to you. But always follow whatever your state's laws is. Always follow. And even if you don't want to show your ID, sometimes you got to show the ID. Even if you argue with them, like, well, why you need my ID? I mean, you can argue with them and tell them, wait, this is not that type of a stop. I don't consent. Don't always just give them consent because they say something. Always make sure. I want you to record. Always tell them to record. I want you to record on you got your body cam on. I want it recorded, and I'm going to ask for a copy of that. I want it recorded that right now that I do not consent to any searches. You got to do stuff like that sometimes. You got to do it. Don't just, oh, here you go, officer. Don't just always see, everybody's like, oh, hey, officer. Now, you guys got to stop that shit. Like they something else. They take a shit just like you do. Yeah. No time whatsoever. Just don't have to do time for y'all. Just do what you want to. Like, that's what we need. We need the ass whooping circle for when y'all come in and do something foul. We need the ass whooping circle. And I'm sorry we didn't. The chat just went. It just happened to go a certain way today because that's what we was talking about, and that's how we do in Eagles Web. Sometimes I want to talk about something. We got another show. A lot of times we'll just talk about it later. Shit, we didn't talk about Lopez as much as we could have. We didn't talk about Broner as much as we can. But a lot of times we get into boxing chat, business, boxing chat, and more. Look at what I said in the first place. I was talking about America. Now, I wasn't talking, I said, USA, what are we doing? And the whole gist of it wasn't that. It was about this whole weather thing. It's about how's water disappearing from one area and ending somewhere else. That's mostly, we ended up talking about that a lot. You see what I mean? But we always get into it. And I appreciate y'all that appreciate me, man. Yeah, this ain't no free shit. You don't get free shit out of Eagles Web. You don't get to just live for free and just think you're going to do whatever you want to. And this forum ain't going to talk about it. I'm not scary. I'm not a big forum, so I'm not scared to talk about shit. A lot of people bigger than me. I mean, they not even as good as my show is, but they bigger. You big, but y'all don't never talk about nothing. Y'all come with nothing but rhetoric and nothing but bullshit, and y'all making up all this stuff about how this fighter does this and do that. We already know that. I don't need to know your style or nothing like that. I know your mind is what I care about. If mentally, if you're not getting it done, then you just ain't getting it done. Stop coming up with all these damn excuses and shit, cause you're trying to use us too, and that shit ain't gonna happen. Yep, D-Lo back again. He said, and someone needs to go to prison for what happened to kid Kendrick Johnson in Valdosta, Georgia. He said one big MF cover up, and a bunch of MFs are in on it, in my estimation, in my opinion, in my opine, that there's a bunch of people that's in on this shit, and that's the whole thing about it. When it's suspect like that, that's why we need to, like I said, I don't know the name of what kind of court system we can have, but when they doing shit like that, that's when the motherfuckers need to get their ass whooped. That's when you need to be on that. I need to get my ass whooped. And matter of fact, when you getting your ass whooped, maybe some confessions will come out. Because I ain't talking about I'm talking about or maybe we need to fly in some people instead of doing the four corners of the United States, is we need to fly in 4 experts from Singapore that know how to whoop ass with them canes. And you don't get no 2 or 3 lashes. You get 20. You get 20 lashes. I bet truth will start coming out then if you know that these Singaporeans, the only reason we hire their ass is to come over and whoop ass. And you know what that's going to feel like with 20 lashes, then maybe it'll make your ass calm, tell the truth, and maybe some of this shit will stop because you know what's coming. Because you know people in your office is going to be shaking their head like that. Yeah, Singapore. You want to scare the shit out of somebody when you walk by and just say Singapore. All you got to do is say Singapore. And that mother here start having mental flashbacks and shit when you start saying, Singapore, Texas. You start naming Texas and Singapore and just start shaking your head like, oh, somebody about to get that ass whooped. Oh, shit. I appreciate my brother D-Lo. D-Lo said, right. He said, your channel is better. He said, when motherfuckers lack depth in certain type of substance, it's best to stay away certain topics. And just keep it easy. And that's what they always want to keep it easy. They want to keep shit that. See, the thing is, what they do, D-Lo, they want to do everything that's written. And I feel like when I do written stuff in here, a lot of times, for me, it's just kind of boring. It's kind of like everybody else. And I try not to be like everybody else. I don't want to keep everything just written. You know what I'm saying? We do that every once in a while, but it's like, you know what? We never have been the comparison type. We've never had to like go into status and stuff like that very often. The biggest thing I brought up, I think, that when it came to writing, is the biggest thing is because we got tired of talking about the money, D-Lo. And so, Eagle, the one thing I brought up the pay schedule. That was the only thing that I actually brought up that was written. You know, and other stuff is already just given. You can go check out records and stuff and see who fought who. But we're not caring who's fighting, who fought who. We care about who fights who. So I don't care about the past shit. I don't care about that shit. We care about who's going to fight now. That's what we're looking at. Yeah. But I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate that you said that. Yeah. A lot of people, they just don't have it. Y'all can't talk about it. He said if that dude is still living, I bet he still remember that ass whooping like it was yesterday. That Singapore ass whooping. Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I'm saying, brother. So we'll make those 2 words synonymous. We'll call it the STAW. Singaporean, Texas ass whooping. Because they always want to, you know how they love to use letters and shit to number everything? USA and USDA and CBS. You know how they like to say shit like that? I'm Eagles Web. I'm not EBB. I'm not EWB. I'm Eagles Web Boxing. The whole title. But you just imagine that. The STAW. Huh? Everybody will know what that shit is. The Singaporean Texas ass whooping. They have a channel and shit. Because you know it'll be some ass whoopings for a while. That channel will eventually fade out because after a while people will stop taking them ass whoopings. Yeah, but the Singaporean Texas ass whooping channel. Everybody be there. All kinds of new media. Everybody be all the new media be there. They'll be doing so many memes. They'll have memes made up before it even happened. Yeah. Which how you gonna tell your fellow Congress people or your or anybody who works with the organization with you? How you gonna tell them? They already know anyway. Yeah. What you gonna say? Oh yeah, man, they got me scheduled for that STAW. Yeah, I think I'm innocent though. I'm gonna try to fight it. No, because once you get to that stage, there ain't no fighting. That's automatic. That we vote on that shit. The public gets to vote on that. Is it suspect? Simple as that. They do that little poll and shit. Is it suspect? Was the arrest and eventual beating of this guy or killing of this guy or this woman or this child, was it suspect? Yes, it was suspect. Okay. STAW. Stall. Don't let me start saying shit like that, D-Lo, when it come to fruition. I'll be dying. All y'all be dying. We'll be laughing like, God dang, not this Singaporean Texan ass whooping. They call the they call it the Canaan, but we all knew better. We knew that old-fashioned ass whooping when we see one. Yeah. That part right there, D-Lo. Yeah, we know that ass whooping when that ass whooping is coming. Yeah, we know it was an ass. But where Derek Bailey at? Derek Bailey, my brother, done left me. Derek had to go get snacks. He talked about me eating chicken because of my video and because I had my video I put out that I showed the little chicken booth. No, I just want to show people a little bit of a little entertainment, and plus the music was good. I didn't want to do the whole show. I don't roll like that. I probably could have done it on another phone. I probably could have had one phone set up to do the show, and then just me taking pictures and walking around. But I just wanted to just show a little bit of what I did over the weekend. Just to show, Eagle do a lot of other stuff. And it was fun, and yeah, Legacy she did her thing. I know it's a short little clip. This is about 7 minutes of entertainment, 7 minutes of music. That's more than you get in a lot of places. Everybody worried about. I tried not to concentrate on one person. Everybody worried about who's that girl in the white shorts and who this and who that. Shit, y'all wasn't there. It was me. I was there, so you didn't get to see the ones I got to see. I'm just happy that Eagle can still get attention when he goes places. When you get zero attention, that's when you know that's when you wash. That's when it's a wrap. When you get no attention no more, brother, it's a wrap. It's like, oh shit, it's a wrap. When you got to ask yourself, is it a wrap? It's a wrap. But when you don't have to say nothing, when you still okay. When you go to a place and you get attention within 2 minutes, you probably got a couple of years left in you. But the ass whooping, I just like to bring stuff, it's not satire. When I do it, I'm not going to say it's satire, but what I am going to say is that I like for people to have like a conscious thoughts about stuff, when it comes to the things that we do here in America. And it's not, it doesn't just have to be America. It could be anywhere that these same type of circumstances can happen, because think about it, man, we need to do something, because it's painful for the families and it's actually painful for us, because it puts an undue stress on us when we get pulled over like, oh man, I hope this motherfucker, you shouldn't have to hope that somebody don't shoot you over some dumb shit. I hope he don't be hollering, but I got a gun or something like that. Would you empty got anything in your pockets? Got anything that I need to know about? Motherfucker, I don't never have nothing that you need to know about. If I did have something, you don't need to know about it. I need to know, because I might have to defend myself. Always asking if you got something that they need to know about. You got anything in your pockets that might stick me up? Yep, I had broke glass earlier and I put glass in my pockets. It is going to cut you. That's what I'm going to say. Yeah, I broke glass earlier and I didn't have nothing to pick it up, so I swept it up and it's in my pocket. It might cut the shit out you, because it's kind of cutting me. Hey, you want to still put your hand in my pocket? And you don't have to have glass. You can have broken up, what they call those Jolly Ranchers. You can have that. Once he put his hand in, he'll be like, oh shit, I can feel it. He'll take his hands out, pat you down. Sometimes you gotta do slick stuff when you're around slick people that's doing all kinds of filthy type of stuff. I don't know. Let's stop talking. Yeah, y'all got my ass today. Y'all got me for a couple extra today, man. I appreciate it, though. I appreciate D-Lo coming through and joining in on with the conversation, man. We're gonna get hopefully we get some boxing. As much as I don't like AJ, he probably gonna lose, but I want him to win, but I'm still probably gonna have to get Usyk. He said not the Jolly Ranchers. They get sharp as hell. You can hit them and chop them up. Them Jolly Ranchers, you can chop them up and make them sharp. That's what I grew up with. I grew up with the ranchers and shit like that. The stick and the little ones. The little ones and the sticks. That's what you had to have those. That's old school shit right there. Yeah. But yeah, we have to, be more diligent in our own communities when shit like that happens. You just talk to a few people. Maybe you guys will be able to get a petition together and make change. Because you have to make change in the community first, in the family, then friends and community, and then make that shit global. We have plenty of forums that we can hit up and we can get the information out there. And even though it was kind of a satire, I was playing around, but at the same time, I'm kind of serious about that shit too. When the shit's suspect, hey, it's ass whooping. It's STAW, Singaporean Texan ass whooping. Because we got to bring out the professionals of ass whooping. Because we don't have professionals at ass whooping over here. Think about it. So I might not have made sense, or it makes sense to some people, but we don't have ass whooping experts. They got ass whooping experts over in Singapore. And wherever they have ass whooping experts, that's how we import them. We get whoever's an ass whooping expert. Hey, we need somebody's ass whooped over here. We pay for it. That come out of my taxes. That we pay for them to fly over and whoop some ass because there's no recourse on them. You know what I mean? There's no backlash. What you gonna do? Nobody can do nothing. If we get people from the four corners over here, then you know where they live and you know who they are and all this. But over there, we pick in different countries. And there's a lot of countries that can whoop ass. And they would volunteer and we'd want to. We probably wouldn't have to pay some of them. Get the ass whoopers from Iran. You think we had to pay for them to come over? They'd be happy to come over. Oh, yeah, no, we got you. There's ass whoopers from Vietnam. Ass whoopers from Korea. Ass whoopers from Afghanistan. Let them come over. Oh, yeah, no problem. We got the flight. No worry. Who is it? Show the pictures and shit. How big the person is. Show them who they ass whooping. They'll come over. Might not even have to pay them. Abadil say, great convo, salute, 100% peace, brother. Yep. He said, imagine if they use Jolly Ranchers instead of glass. In the movie Bloodsport. I guess it wouldn't have quite the same appeal. Yeah. But even though it's candy, that shit could tear your ass up, man. You can sharpen them shits up. You cut somebody's ass up with some Jolly Ranchers if they the right shape. They sliding in that acid and sugar hit their blood too. D-Lo, so most of our ass whooping experts have passes on. Yeah. Our ass whooping experts is the moms though. But see, for something like this, like I won't want it to be where they could be traced back. Cause then we start opening up more shit. Shit, a lot of these countries own us anyway. They own parts of this land and everything else with it, which is impossible. You can't own shit that's stolen. But anyway, a lot of these countries own that. But hey, let some of these countries come over and whoop some ass. Oh no, maybe Chinese got some good ass whoopers over there. Get some of them. Have them from all countries and just draw out of a hat what country they coming from. You know I'm sick with it, D-Lo. I'm sorry, brother. That's just how I am. Eagle sick. Shake that shit up. Hey. Call a number, D-Lo, 4. Pull out the fourth number. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shake it off. Okay, and the country is... In the city, the country and city is... Oh, okay. Okay, we got somebody coming in. Make drum roll and shit. And he's sitting there making them wait. You're not going to believe this, folks. The ass whoopers are coming from... Nigeria. Oh, shit. or whatever it is, brother. But anyway, let Eagle get out of here, man. I must have enjoyed this too much. I had other stuff to do, but hey, shit was too fun today. The conversation just went a lot of good places and stuff. I'll probably get some, maybe I won't get no thumbs down, but, and maybe, I already did the show now. So my live audience, I thank you guys. Hopefully we can show this in other countries and we don't get flagged for that. D-Lo, don't you know I'm probably the only person that got flagged from other countries? What kind of shit is that? I did a show where we got flagged from other countries. It's like, are you serious? This little forum flagged from other countries? What the hell? Oh, my shout out to all the real people that I see. And my shout out to all y'all that mess with me. Y'all know what it is. Eagles Way of Boxing. This is Monday. And this is a Monday tight, nice subject today. We'll always say the same thing, man. At least Eagle do. Y'all know what it is. Nothing but blessings. Always got to write, always got to put my last couple of words off in the chat, though, for y'all, man. I appreciate everybody that came through, even though Lala didn't get to say too much today. We missed you, Queen. We like when you come through. I don't know. This is excellent. I mean, I didn't get to cover everything as far as that topic that we was talking about. We got to do it. We'll figure out another way to do it because I don't want to get us in trouble. I don't want no strikes. I don't want no overseas. No, like, we can't be showing your content overseas. You're too abrasive. You didn't do enough to hurt yourself for a violation here, but you can't be letting that shit escape over to other countries. That's how you know you're doing shit right. When they do something like that to you, that's why you know you did the right thing. Like, I must have did something right if y'all hating like that. All right. I'm gonna catch y'all.